talks about Chumbawamba like they're some kind of like one-hit wonder band, but really they're like super huge in Europe. And sorry, we're live.
No, they're fantastic. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dice Soup, brought to you by Once Upon a D20 at patreon.com/Once Upon a D20. And none have noticed that more than Shadow Walker today. Thanks for your subscription. It just dropped it today.
Indeed.
Oh, let's go. So, when last we left off, there was the entrance into Craghammer after a little bit of bouncing off the walls of the universe, as one does from time to time. Kaylee, taking that personally, decided to dip out and drink herself into confidence again. She is still drinking herself into confidence again. As the rest of you, took your ease for a moment, met a few people. What's it? Making friends and influencing people, and then headed down to casually nearly dying. Like, it's fine. It happens. It happens to everybody, don't you know?
Every once in a while.
But taking yourselves down from the top slab down to the center slab, the heart of Craghammer, you found that there are some crystals embedded into the ceiling of the center slab that mimic the light of outside, whereas the arch and perhaps probably the slab below may not operate on general above ground time. Apparently the heart does. But wandering through the streets, finding the sigil on a very particularly lovely manner that matches the one on the ring that Slayer had from his friend Jimothy.
Right.
Got close to the house and found that a couple of people were guarding it. But also more them not really guarding it, but making sure people didn't cross any thresholds that may or may not hurt them badly. And establishing who you were, gaining audience with Drake Thunderbrand himself. In the middle of his getting ready for the morning, you made a deal.
Indeed.
One would take the gem that was asked for out to go and do what it is you have to do. But the other gem inside of this box is to be used in the bestowing of a true resurrection spell into the spell gem. And for you all to bring it back. And if you don't bring it back, one of the most powerful evokers in all of Exandria will hunt you down.
You. Lovely.
No pressure.
I mean, we're gonna bring it back, so that's not a problem. But
So no pressure, yeah.
It was just the him reminding you that if cheated out of a extraordinarily legendary, very important item from his home, that and using his goodwill towards his son to cheat him out of such things, he would make sure you knew who you were messing with.
No,
but Slayer ripping out his own tooth, to seal the deal.
Yeah.
That's pretty gangster.
Yeah.
Pretty hardcore.
Even Drake wasn't entirely prepared for exactly that. He was anticipating like a carve off of a nail or maybe a yanking of a hair somewhere. Nay. Tooth. Molar.
Blood. Don't
Sometimes
forget
you
that
pay,
blood.
Yeah, sometimes you pay with molar. A bloody molar at that.
It was a canine.
Oh right, canine. A bloody canine. And that's a band name. But sealing the deal both with blood and with booze, Drake Thunderbrand took a hard swig or two, and that
Indeed.
second one was a little much. And so, at least for a little while, he's tripping balls on purple worm wine, purple worm booze, ale.
Mhm.
It's a lot of things. The Jimothy ale is, but
It's only considered a wine because its alcohol content's too high.
I think it's technically considered beyond spirit, but tomato potato.
Would it technically be a shine then? Or no?
Perhaps it might be. It might be a shine. It's unregulated.
You're right, exactly.
So, getting back to it, you all have a number of things on your plate, but we come back to you all out front of the Thunderbrand house, having just watched Drake argue with the wall and about not letting him teleport through, and then walking into his own home.
We know all about that. Teleporting not working.
For real. Well, excuse me. My mouth's still bleeding. But Asher, didn't you have somewhere to be in here? Sorry, that one was just that one was the tooth. No, that one wasn't on purpose.
I love it.
You did mention meeting with a connect of some sort.
Yeah, that's the reason why I kind of had you guys tag along with you guys, is because I kind of figured it might be better in a group. But yeah, I definitely got somebody here to meet. By the way, did whenever that fella, which the name I have written down,
The fellow, yes.
whenever Ludinus sent me a message, did they tell me where to meet?
They did not. That was something for you to figure out.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna just kind of like start, I guess, inquiring around. Which I don't know. I don't think I have the ability that can get me to him ASAP. What I can do.
You had asked me something pre-stream.
Yeah.
If you had a very particular item.
Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and use that, just kind of like, since I'm here, in town, makes more sense than that to ask now. But I will take that. I'll pull. You'll watch me as I reach into my pocket, pull a stone out, and then I will speak into it and say, "Hey, buddy, I am in town. Where you at?"
And
why are you talking to rocks?
You hear back. I'm gonna get the accent wrong. I'm sorry. But you hear back. I'm not gonna pretend to do the accent then, so I don't get it wrong. I just won't do it right. You hear back. You're here sooner than expected. I guess I can execute my plan now.
Oh.
Meet outside the... And I need to make sure, Jeremy needs to make sure he gets this right. Meet outside the Keenstone Quarry, below the bottom slab.
Got it. Cool. I love it. I absolutely love it when he pulls me in before he sets stuff off. Like, I'm the trigger to the plan. I love that. I love being the setup. Sorry, and this is all being spoken out loud. Like,
I was gonna say, did we hear the other part? Did we hear the stone talk back, or
You did not hear the stone talk back. That one.
Okay.
That one is in head.
okay?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Also,
A mighty
So the
complicated
rock-
position you find yourself in, I suppose.
Yeah, the rock set you up to do something.
Yeah, no, this is a very special rock. It told me to go to the lower slab, and then where specifically where was it again?
Below the lower slab.
The Keenstone Quarry.
The Kingstone Quarry in the lower slab. Okay.
below the lower slab.
Below the lower slab.
Mhm.
Sorry. See,
Were
I
we
would-
told that we can't go that far down?
Keenstone, there it is. Yeah, listen, I haven't been here in a long while. And probably not long enough, quite frankly. So, I'm gonna keep a low profile for the most part, especially when we start heading down south like that. This is where you guys come in. How do we get down there?
So how are you going to make this connect if you hadn't met us?
See, that's a question for somebody who plans ahead.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
so again, we were told that we're not supposed to go that far down, right?
How long does it take to get that far down?
Would I know?
You know, it took the better part of, 30 minutes of walking to get down from the gate down into the arch, and then about another 25 or so minutes of walking to go from to go through the neighborhoods and spiral down to the heart. It's
Or about half
reasonable
hour
to
away.
it's reasonable to assume that a direct, not sprinting route would probably be a good half hour.
Yeah. So basically, just like, I mean, I have a tendency to be able to kind of walk places, but that's usually good for here's the deal. If I'm trying to get someplace and I just talk to somebody, a lot of times I can get my way there. The problem is, after I do that, there needs to be kind of like a cooldown period because they know what this looks like. So I might need to utilize this group in some way. They don't know you guys here at all.
I'm not
Well,
going to
Drake
help you unless I
Thunderbrand
know
does
some
now.
details of what plan is being set off.
Yeah. What is all this? What are you
That
involving
is-
us in?
That is a really good question.
Mhm.
And, as a whole, I think you guys are really smart people for asking such smart questions like that.
You sound very
like-
evasive.
And I feel like it's important for us to ask questions of that nature so we can grow more as a group and get closer together.
More
Can
evasive.
Can I roll a persuasion check on the party with that, just to kind of say,
that-
hey, ignore this?
Well,
You mean you want to
might
try to
be-
compete with Luca's expertise and insight?
And yeah, my
You can
passive
certainly
insight
try.
is an 18. So go ahead.
My passive insight's a 20.
So yeah, we're kind of hard to fool around these parts.
Yeah, I don't know if that's persuasion or deception, but you make a choice and make a roll.
I'm trying to
and
persuade
you
them
can make
to
it
just kind
to
of like go along
make
with
it
it.
to-
Kind of thing.
oh that would definitely be deception. Just for the record.
Okay. Deception. I can try that.
Everybody imagine.
Let's see. This is not my strongest skill, but it is not a weak skill by any means.
I'm so
25.
excited for this.
Oh boy.
That's pretty strong. Is that
I
20?
can fail that.
I'll
So
say
what is our
20?
opposing roll?
Is that 20 in insight? Is that 20 in insight with your advantage, or before?
I don't have advantage.
Oh, you don't. You're not wearing the ring anymore.
It requires attunement.
You're not wearing the ring anymore. Copy that.
Right. I will have to
Well
flat
then.
roll.
So
Well then,
insight is the opposing
yeah,
roll?
insight would definitely be the opposing roll.
I can totally fail this, but I did not.
Ooh, it's a meat. That's a meat.
You should know that when it comes right down to brass tacks, Luca rolls stones.
I know.
What's Valada's passive insight? Just wondering.
18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Pretty
insight's
solid.
not that high.
Reliably, Luca is the most reliable character.
Now, granted, if he was trying to hide something from me, I probably would have caught it.
Yeah.
And if I felt I really needed to, I would do detect thoughts. If I felt I really needed to, but Luca's got it.
Well, and Luca especially, bullshit nose game. You can tell you can tell he doesn't have he doesn't have bad intentions, but he is definitely not sharing the whole truth.
Just like a quick summary would do. You don't have to go into the details too much.
Okay. Quick summary. Good friend of mine who is a really good business associate for me. We tend to help each other from time to time. He's the one who called me here, and he tends to not fill me in on a whole lot of stuff.
So you,
But you know
Well,
enough.
Well, why don't we just add it to your tab, Asher? And I sort of lightly slap you on the shoulder.
We're just adding more to that
Who-
tab. Huh?
I'm gonna lean in. I'm gonna say, you might want to get rid of that tab at some point, Asher, or he's gonna bury you in debt.
Yeah.
and
When
Actually-
when you carry out this plan, who hurts and who benefits?
I don't think he knows.
So here's
you're asking a whole lot of trust, Asher, and not giving a whole lot of reason.
okay. Let me just put it all on the table here. All right.
I don't need all the details. Who hurts? Who benefits?
The guy I'm trying to help has not done me wrong once. He has not put me in a situation that he knows I can't get out of. Really, the only reason I kind of wanted to tag along with you guys is because you were coming here anyway, and
Of
quite
course.
frankly, numbers, kind of, I've indebted myself to you at this point, and if I'm going to pay back that debt, I need to be alive, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right, but again, who hurts? Who benefits?
Yeah. What's this guy's morals like? Is he a good
Akira's
guy?
definitely like doing the, come on.
Come on, keep going.
I don't care if he follows the laws. I just want to
gets-
know if he's a good guy.
I can't say whether he really dabbles in good or bad. He feels, for the most part, on a more neutral basis, but I can tell you that he is somebody who he's one of the few people I actually fully trust in a lot of things. And
Yeah, but we don't fully trust you yet.
Well,
listen,
some of us.
I appreciate you getting me here. You don't have to tag along anymore if you don't want to. I'm not going to make anybody do anything they don't want to do.
I can make you invisible for an entire hour. Just tell me who harms and who benefits.
Well,
I can get you there.
I don't know who necessarily gets hurt in this scenario. I do know that I'm trying to prevent him from getting hurt.
Do you feel that the general population is going to be hurt by this?
It was this guy's track record, Locke.
Not by the hands of my associate. I can tell you that.
If your associate doesn't accomplish his goal, will people be hurt?
That I do not know.
It sounds like his friend might be hurt.
Look, if you can promise me that the general populace of this area will not be hurt by these actions, I don't have any problem with helping.
All I can say is that this certain associate of mine, he tends to call me when he gets in a sticky situation. I tend to call him when I need a lead on something, but it's, pretty much a give and take. And when he calls, it usually means he needs help. And I don't know if that means danger or if that means danger for the populace.
I'll tell you the rule then. I will make you invisible and able to pass wherever you'd like to go. But your associate does not owe you for being saved. He owes me. Understand?
Feel like that's, pretty cut and dry.
Oh, the tab just keeps getting bigger.
To be fair,
That's quite the interesting deal.
it's not exactly a bad person to have in your pocket, let's just say, so it might not be a bad idea.
As you might have noticed, I'm not exactly a bad person to have in your pocket either.
Well, it seems to me like this seems to be more of a cut and dry, just let's go see what's going to happen. Let's dip our toe in the water, and let's hope that shit doesn't hit the fan. Sound good?
That's always the hope.
And Ro, I don't need a response from him, but Akira's gonna take out their sending stone. You should see these new guys. And send that directly to Eridrin.
Eridrin's sitting there, like, just enjoying dinner. Like, just cutting into some steak.
Breakfast, still steak.
Oh, breakfast, yeah.
You can hear over this sending stone a little bit of popping, like grease popping, and then just, is it really that bad?
No, they're just interesting. Akira out.
Well. Well, in that case.
We can get as far as we're allowed to go. You can hide within the group, and when we get to the point where you need to strike off or we can't go any further, I'll make you invisible. At which point you have an hour to finish what you intend to do and then move back to us for safety. If you run into trouble with the law, I'd prefer not to have that particular concern, if you don't mind.
If you're going to get in trouble, don't.
That's usually a good advice to follow. No, listen, I'm not here to try to get anybody else in any hot water. I just came because, yeah, I'm needed. So.
I'm willing to help.
I say we make our way then. What do you guys think?
All right.
Not much else to do here.
There's not much else to do in this place. We're in a mountain. Like it's just. I'm sorry. I'm biased. Like,
I mean, you're not wrong.
Do you not like the caves, Asha?
I'm not a big fan of not being able to get away from things.
Yeah, don't like the confined spaces myself.
I had an issue in the Underdark at one point. There was a swarm of intellect devourers. There was a couple of mind flayers, and kind of had to squeeze my way out of that one really tightly. As a matter of fact, the guy we're going to get helped me out of that one.
That sounds rather fun.
Oh, I need to get back to the Underdark at some point. I miss it.
That's an uncomfortable thought, but okay.
Well, we'll
All
find
right.
the deepest hole in Craghammer, and you can turn into your bottle, and we'll pitch you over. I'm kidding.
Mine. After all the gold you get from me. Wow.
Oh, that was a joke. All right.
As was mine. Come on, friend.
It's hard to hear the nuances through the rasp.
He'll
Valanath
put his
just thinking
quite
to
heavy
himself.
metal hand on your shoulder. Just come on.
Valanath just thinking to himself, it's like 30 gold, all the gold. Whatever.
Luca is going to lean over to Akira and kind of whisper in Akira's ear. And what Luca is going to say to Akira is, I genuinely don't think that he intends anyone harm with this, so I feel comfortable at least helping him try to help his friend. Should things go south, though, we'll need to get out of here quickly.
Akira will just nod and say back to you, whispering. Well, actually, just say back to you telepathically. I agree, and we will keep our eye on any shady dealings. But I think as of right now, let's see what the new guy has to offer.
Shade's not here, so not gonna worry about that one.
Oh,
No shady dealings.
we're working on it, buddy.
I know.
We're working on it.
I know.
Somebody's not letting us forget ever.
We're working on it.
He's my buddy, and there's stuff to do as well. Got an estate to reclaim.
Teddy, you really do embody Tabaxis because cats hold grudges, and this is the biggest grudge of the campaign.
Hey, man, you pulled the card, all right?
He was around for such a short time.
You know that the first thing Luca's going to say to Shade when he gets back is, so do you want to draw another card?
He'll really have to think about that one, too.
Oh, shit.
Hey, the donjon's gone. Like, it's just...
Is it? Do we know for
We
sure?
don't know. We don't know.
Pulls it again, ends up right in the same spot.
Fuck.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
It'd be fun.
But yes, where were we?
Sorry, my daughter was screaming, and I was trying to make sure to get through the to let things pass before
For sure.
really getting back on. So
Fair enough.
But so as you all head that way down below.
And again, we're not supposed to go that far down, right?
That was a presumption that I heard from y'all that I don't recall putting
I
out
was
there.
pretty sure the Carver people told us that if we went too far down, we'd know. Like someone would tell us.
Oh no. He had told you if you went too far down, you'd know because you'd be in a place with monsters.
Oh.
So it wasn't off limits, just dangerous.
Okay. All right.
You just know when
Gotcha.
you've gone too far.
I misunderstood.
Yeah, you'll know when you've gone too far.
No, I was kind of on the same page as Justice. I thought we were told to stay out of that area, so I told that's kind of the way I interpreted it as well. So it's good to know that's not the case.
All right. Yeah. No. Way more confidence.
Yeah, it's like I
didn't know
interpreted
one
the
way or
other
the
way
other, so I
that it
just
was
went
just
with it.
dangerous. But
Yes, absolutely, it is dangerous.
Allegedly.
All Asher knows is that he does not want to be caught by the wrong person in any part of this town. Who that may be, we don't know.
Damn, I gotta get out of this town.
But
I mean, to be perfectly open and honest, Slayer's thinking about helping Asher out is that it helps us get a vibe of what kind of person Asher is and if we want to keep him around.
Yeah,
Because
no.
also, as far as Slayer's concerned, we got all we came here for.
Yes.
There's
We
really
could-
no more reason to be here.
We could leave right
Yeah.
now. But Slayer wants to know what kind of guy Asher is. And the best way to know what kind of guy Asher is to know what kind of people he hangs around with and what kind of goals those people try to accomplish.
That's true.
Kavana's
Akira
just,
agrees with that assessment.
Kavana's just a younger sibling that your parents force you to let tag along. He hasn't left.
Yeah,
yet.
I'm not sure why you're here, but we've got you here. We're going to a quarry, and you seem to be selling stones and gems and stuff, so maybe that's
This
up your
seems
alley.
right.
Would you object to me accompanying you to quarry?
Oh no, it sounds like I just said, it sounds right up your alley. Like you're trying to sell stuff. So
Oh, it is quite up my alley.
Yeah. or rather down, I guess, because we're gonna go down. So
By the way, do you want me to fix your tooth situation? Because there's still blood there.
no, it's fine. I'm used to the taste. Unless
Moving
you're talking like
on.
a replacement.
No, I just meant to
Oh, then
close the wound.
That's all right. It'll heal on its own.
All right. So heading down in an earlier round.
Down below 6 feet under
Loaded
the
God
ground below.
complex.
Indeed. Going through below the heart, through some of the neighborhoods even lower, you start to smell what I can only really properly describe to your characters as a very Hupperduke smell. Particularly when Hupperduke is in the middle of industry. After about 10 or 15 minutes of just the pleasant air of the center slab, you start smelling just industry. You start smelling the sulfur, the burning, the coal, and it's not super pleasant, as you can imagine, but it does feel somewhat familiar in this place. The hallways down here are darker. They're not as the lighting is difficult at best. For those who are accustomed to light above, your clear sight becomes dark vision range for most of you.
I pull my dark vision goggles down.
Yep, same. I will pull my goggles down.
And
Luca makes the motion but has nothing.
but getting down there, the area opens up to a cavern that has, you can see that it has ventilation up above in this cavern, where there is both the nature of smoke rising and some magicians doing small amounts, cantrips of gusting to keep the air moving into these vents. Very particularly, there is no hole. That center hole that goes to the center slab does not come all the way down to the pit. There is a lot of what look like individual kind of smithies, small huts, bigger buildings. A few of them are fairly large, almost warehouses of several smokestacks. there is work being done down here, hard work. This is not a place where people live. This is a place where people do work. And in you know, seeing both people working in, some of them are definitely not as well off and are kind of working on just like a communal forge with several anvils around them.
Nice.
Those are the ones whom you see directly as y'all are moving through this area. Most of the smiths are in fact dwarven, but there are a few who are not. It seems that similar to one or two of you, there are foreigners being brought into this, brought into the trades of these dwarves. And particularly being brought into the trades from the ground up. And if there's anything y'all want to do before continuing.
I don't know. Akira's just gonna kind of take in what they're seeing, and I'm not sure what order we're marching, but they would either be right behind Asher or right next to Luca, depending on how we're walking through this place.
I just know there's no herbs for me to pick nearby in here.
There are no herbs for you to pick nearby.
There could be mushrooms.
I was gonna say there might, like, if I'm lucky, there might be some, like, maybe some lichens, mushrooms, and mosses, maybe. But
yeah, Skyrim. There's always stuff in the cave.
In this area,
probably not.
No.
Yeah.
It is the antithesis of natural life in this particular cavern.
We see V over there, like they found some iron ore, just pulls a pickaxe out of nowhere and just starts going at it. It's like, hey.
You might say that all the rock doesn't leave mushroom for herbs.
I'm just saying, Kavana looks like a kid in a candy store, just like watching all the ores go by and just like, oh.
What a time.
Yes, this is definitely your bag, Kavana.
Could I, real quick, actually, since the thoughts occurred and his tooth is probably still bleeding, or lack thereof is still bleeding,
tooth hole.
Could he find a metal tooth?
Or a piece of metal to shove in there and loom over to.
Yeah.
If you want somebody to do it properly, I mean, you might be able to
just get like a golden canine.
Are you wanting to commission a golden tooth? Okay.
I am wanting to commission a golden tooth. Yeah.
How long is this going to take?
We'll go a bit further down, so on my way back up, I could pick it up, maybe.
Could I have a small slab of silver from you?
Do you find a smith in the building, or are you just asking one of the street smiths?
You have any dealings with
so like he's intelligent, right? But like I'm remembering he's also still drunk. So that's part of the motivation behind this.
Okay.
So like I'm not sure if like he would go to his shop or if he would just ask one of the dudes smithing on the street. So I feel like I need to roll a die for this.
Oh yeah, totally roll a die for it. That's the way to make hard decisions.
So we're gonna roll a d6. Evens, he goes to a shop. Odds, he asks one of the randos on the street. He asks one of the randos on the street.
That's what I was kind of hoping would happen.
Yes.
Right.
Just a heads up. I will let you know that I do know heat metal. I'm kidding. I don't have that.
Amazing.
I do have that spell. I don't, but as you go
as you go up, there's a guy that looks capable to you. Looks like a younger dwarf, but he's built a little bit like a young fisher. And
Yeah.
at least to your mind, he definitely does.
That's why I walked up to him.
And he looks up, and he is working on a dagger blade. It looks almost completely hammered out. It's almost ready to dip and sharpen. And it looks up. Oi! I ain't seen nobody big as you down here in a minute.
Yeah, I imagine not my people don't come down here very often.
I mean, he did say a minute, so
Yeah.
only been about 60 seconds.
Oh, you're right. You're right, actually.
A minute really.
That's not the way. That's not the way. It's an expression.
Right. No, I know
Oh.
that. Sorry. I'm confused. Sorry.
He's drunk, not confused. There's a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah. I lost this tooth, and he like pulls his lip back and points at the bleeding hole still.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah, I was wondering, could you maybe make me like a golden one to like jam up in there?
Yeah, probably. Got
And
2
which-
gold?
Absolutely, I've got 2 gold. And he kind of like fumbles for a minute, not with counting, just like fumbles because he's intoxicated. And pulls out 2, and then stops for a moment, looks at him, and then pulls out 2 more and hands him 4.
Okay. And he takes 3 of them, and just tucks them into his dirty apron. And the last one he holds up and starts like looking at the empty socket. Looks over at the one that's actually still there.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him take a little piece of charcoal and kind of mark out on the gold piece kind of the shape of the tooth. And
Mm-hmm.
all right, I think I could you need that soap bleeding. And he actually holds up in the tongs that he's holding, or that he was holding, the mostly still hot blade. Need that still bleeding?
No, I'll take care of it once we've got the metal in there. I have actually got.
Oh, that's real smart, you.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. If you're you set your head down. This ain't gonna take terribly long at all. Easiest 3 gold I ever made. 3.5 gold.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we're heading down. We'll probably be coming back up. I mean, I guess I could just wait here if it's not going to take too long.
I mean, go about your business. I'll make sure it gets did.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Cheers, mate.
And he actually he quenches the dagger and then just sets it aside. And y'all, those of you who are still paying attention, you'll actually see him pull out a very heavy chisel, and he just starts in on the gold piece, starting to shape it. He is not running off with the easy 3 gold. He's actually doing the work.
Sweet.
Akira's paying attention just because of their life with Fisher, so they're just taking in different smithing techniques.
I mean, Slayer probably could have done it himself with a +11 smithing, but
It's true. Right now, he's not in that headspace.
No.
Somebody else can do this. I'm busy.
As opposed to Kavana trying to dig out a small gemstone that he saw on the side of the road with a war pick. Just,
I must have it.
I want it. You hear him even grunt, "Come here, you bastard."
It's
I
it's the
doubt there'd
meme
be
of
a stray
like,
one. but-
you're coming home with me.
you're able to wrestle it free. It's like it's a chunk of quartz. It could probably have something done with it if you did it.
People don't appreciate quartz like they should. It's good shit. This one specifically should be about 60,000 years old. Good shit. He's
But-
talking to no one, by the way. Like, he's just talking to himself.
He's just talking. He's really into rocks.
Seems like he really likes to hear himself talk too.
What is dentistry, Ro? I don't know what you're talking about. He's just gonna have this chunk of metal carved out into the shape of his tooth, jam it up in there, zap it with some lightning healing, and call it good. That's the
like
problem.
a sane person. You
Like
know?
a sane person does.
This is dentistry. So it is written.
So it is
So
written.
say it, the Slayer.
So say it, the
Just gonna-
spider.
Just gonna
Indeed.
shove this piece of metal in where my tooth used to be. That's hygienic.
Yeah.
That's not going to cause
It's fine.
infection or anything.
It's going to be
not in there.
superheated, so it'll be sterile.
He's gonna shoot it with lightning afterwards. That's right. So
Yeah.
Exactly. He's gonna shoot it with lightning and heal up. He's gonna be fine, and he can
This is
cure
The
disease whenever
immune
he gets it.
system. The immune
those-
system is one of the.
I'm immune to
outgoing things.
diseases. What do you mean?
Oh,
In the
that's
words-
right.
in
Yeah.
the words
He doesn't have
of
to worry.
Nandor, in the words of Nandor the Relentless, it is not hygienic.
Hygienic.
Yes. Thank you for being on my side, Sean.
But
Well, I get it, but Slayer is magic, and so there
This
it
is
is.
literally immune to diseases.
indeed,
Still, it hurts. It hurts.
I know.
Yeah. asking around a moment to get bearings, you'll find the comprehension of where to go, and down below
6
There's
feet under
our-
the ground below?
or down farther down the way, there was another like large hole in the rock where it's not merely like a hallway, but actually like a giant borehole, like 30 feet tall at least. And heading that way, there is an area that flattens, is kind of below the smoke field a little bit, enough that it's less unhygienic, shall we say, and almost an office park of different offices, and there is a
Sorry, Dunder Mifflin's here. I'm gonna lose it.
there is a the buildings down here have kind of slate stone roofs. Some of them look like they've been impacted by rocks falling loose and repatched. But down here, coming down the street, down the way, there is one that has a very opulent symbol on it. Dwarven rune work that spells gray spine in Dwarvish, but it has a lot of almost like cracked rock, but for lack of a better term, kitsuged into being whole, and part of that is the symbols of gray spine. Almost like it is holding together the symbol. And you're pretty sure that is that is the place, particularly Kavana, you would know that the Gray Spines are like, there are 5 major houses of Craghammer, and one of those is Gray Spine.
And I would know that relates to the Keystone, I'm assuming.
Yes. The Keystone Quarry is primarily run by the primary mining house, the premier mining house of whatever age it happens to be. And right now, the Gray Spines are the people.
So that family kind of runs Craghammer at the moment, and the Keystone's run by who runs Craghammer, and so the Gray Spines are who we want to follow. Honestly, that's where we want to go.
Okay. So this is the way towards the. He's like, I have never been to the Keystone Quarry, so I have no idea where it is. So this is like the way.
Yes, it is.
Gotcha.
Heading up to the door.
Shit, I was muted.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I was just saying, so, Asher, this is where you're going to be meeting your friend, and Cavano, this is, you probably want to talk to them Gray Spawns about selling them gemstones then, yeah?
Oh, yes, I do. I want to talk to them about supplies, see if they have residuum, see if they have white stone, see if we can work out a deal, of course.
Do you think about anything other than rocks?
Well, I mean, I've been trying to get you to come to my hotel room for the last 2 nights, but it didn't work so far.
And Akira will lean in and say, technically, that's still not about rocks. But go on.
Asher
That's just
will
rock
go
talk.
for a fist bump over to Akira for that one. Just like
Akira will oblige your fish bone.
okay, I was like, wasn't sure how that was gonna go.
Just gets left hanging.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
No. You know, you never leave someone hanging that's in your crew. As of right now, Asher is crew. So even if Akira isn't 100% certain on him, they're not going to embarrass him to others.
You know what?
So
That's respectful. That is respectful.
that's just crew respect.
101, but
Entering.
Right. So
As y'all go to enter the front door, Asher, you see an image pop up on the door frame. That is it's very subtle. It's something that it's a marker that you would recognize to be basically for you to turn left.
Oh.
Like from outside the door.
yeah, I mean, I'll look that way, like look left. Is there anything noticeable? Like, is there another sign over there or something like that?
There's what seems to be a random crate. This area doesn't have crates around.
Oh.
But there seems to be a random crate sitting over there. It's about 5 foot tall, maybe 3 or 4 feet wide.
Okay. So should I roll like insight or something like that to figure out what this, like what that? I want to make sure that that's not like some. Hey, by the way, totally just a mimic sitting over there. Go touch it. Like I don't know what that is.
Yeah, go ahead and throw an insight.
What's my perception say?
That's a 7. I have a +1.
Oh, it's definitely
It's-
not a mimic.
Yeah. It's. You're not sure. It is definitely out of place.
I'm gonna spin around real quick, talk to the crew, and just be like, "Hey, hang loose for a second. I need to make sure that everything's clear." So, I'm gonna go ahead and like hang a left real quick, and I'll be like, "I'll be right back." I'm gonna walk towards the crate, check it out.
Slayer stops and watches him.
Do you want backup?
Watching intensifies.
We'll see.
Uh,
So, yeah.
To be fair, with Slayer, it's more like a looming.
as you
True.
as you
Overbearing
walk up
thoughts.
close to the box, you see another very subtle symbol appear on the side of the box, almost a quick shimmer appearing on the side of the box that says, hold on, how would it say?
I was on a bated breath there. I was like,
yeah. I'm trying to make sure to make it in the thieves' camp that you are familiar with.
okay.
It would pop up with jobs done. Are you ready?
Oh no. There's so many ways to interpret that. I'll just be like, oh,
Excuse me.
I'm gonna like just kind of gently touch this crate real quick. I'm not gonna like push on it. Is there weight to this thing?
When you go and gently put your hand up to it, you feel your hand get met by the familiar talons and clawed palm of the person that you were looking for. Like
Okay.
stopping your hand right as you touch the box.
So I go to, and I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, you scared the. You gotta like stop with the subtlety.
There's probably a
What was-
reason for it.
What would
Why are you yelling at a box?
I mean, he was talking to a rock earlier, so this is pretty par for the course.
I talked to.
It's
things.
called a sending stone, Doomslayer.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
and from behind it again, you actually hear a little arcane whisper because he's doing it pretty quietly, and a shimmer again that just says, "Finish your business. I'll follow you out."
Just gonna be followed by a moving crate.
You know, we're gonna have to talk about payment for this, okay? And so, I'll turn around, walk back to the way, and go. Yeah. It turns out, we should be good here. I think this is a good place to like I think this is nice. We checked this out, and it's good. You know, it's good that it's here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, very loudly in, like, one of those totally, like, whistling nonchalantly kind of ways, I'll be like, I guess it is time for us to take our leave for the day. Come, let us away. And then just kind of...
I am going to look directly at Luca, and has he lost his mind?
But very, like,
I'm
obviously walking away.
confused.
So we just got here. We just made the trek down, and we're just going right back up after he kind of touches a box. Where's the friend we're supposed to meet?
I am a quarry expert, and this sure looks like a quarry. So or at least
Yes, actually. So this quarry was designed about 20,000 years ago, and as you can see, they were still using vaulted roofs.
I think the gray spawns are waiting for you, Kavana. I think I heard them say it while I was standing at the door.
But you asked about the quarry. Okay. I know they weren't asking about me. It's rude.
I'm pretty sure I heard it as well.
Oh my god.
I mean, you know, I hear almost everything.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
It's
well,
good to
now you
know.
know.
Akira, who has zero guile, is just giggling because they have like, and there is no use for me trying to roll a deception. I'm not good at those.
Just chuckling to yourself.
Fair enough.
Yep. I'm not even trying to hide.
Does anybody accompany him inside? Accompany Kavana inside.
You know, I'll accompany Kavana inside. Why not? I'll walk with him for a minute.
I don't think Slayer will.
Well then.
Akira has a genuine interest in excavation and smithing, so.
As we were walking, I'm still talking about the evolution of quarry design.
I'm glad I didn't go.
Akira is giving you the best fake listen that they can give you, as if they're like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy.
right.
Still having this conversation after this many for reals. Damn, that's crazies and what?
For real?
I'm not even going to roll insight. Kavana could care less if you're actually listening. He's like, this is like
just
this is
happy
like
to
his
rant.
trains, like his special interest. Yeah.
You know, every now and then, if somebody's gonna listen, you just don't look that gift horse in the mouth.
Exactly.
Just run it.
There's a horse.
But
And
Every
Akira-
now and then.
And Akira
every
is
now
nice
and then I
enough to
fall
not
apart.
interrupt.
Anyway,
Turn around.
so,
Brian.
bright eyes.
I know.
I know you know. Anyway,
DMCA. Every now and then I get a little email. Okay.
Tells me I need
that
to
is a
stop.
cease and desist right now. All right.
Man.
There we
Another one of
go.
those
Sorry,
days.
I was definitely stalling to make sure I had a certain artwork ready.
DMCA. Sorry. It's in my head now.
You're quite all right. Well, then, as y'all go walking into this. Into this.
No, I don't.
You weren't accompanying?
Nope.
No, I think only Akira walked in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Slayer said he was not going to go.
Oh, right.
A shear is just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm more curious about this box that Asher was talking to, honestly.
That's fair. All right, here, let's get people on the board just for funsies. You know, sometimes you just gotta have people.
I mean, at the same as
Forget
what
what
Slayer said,
possibly you're wrong.
that box isn't like, I don't know. Something about it.
Are we doing it for gits and shiggles?
You never know.
There we go. I was like, put my Luca on the board. All right,
Giggles
so we
and
have
shits.
My Luca.
Slayer, Akira, Valineth, Luca, and wait, we didn't actually. That's right. We had a.
We never
had
made a
page
Kavana token, I don't think.
here. He was a like stone gray guy, right?
Just great. With more piercings than he cares to admit.
I can already see like Slayer in a moment because he's so curious about this box, just walking up to it, just hello. Are you
And-
someone? Can you hear me?
Hey, that works. So, Akira, as you follow Kavana in, there is a the area in here is empty, like as for people, but
My roll 20 is still loading. Sorry.
that happens.
Mhm.
As people go, it's oh right, who did we actually get we didn't get an Asher mini yet, did we?
No, I don't think we made one.
I am so happy. I'm so happy that I know what I'm doing, and that I've done this once or twice. So, in the meantime, you get to be this one.
Make me Tasha. Just get a Tasha mini. Just make me Tasha.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Never threaten with a good time either.
With an above average time.
Listen.
That's what I say before. That's what Asher says before he makes love. Says, get ready for some mediocre pain, baby.
Wow.
That should not be your pitch line ever.
But it is. But it
You know,
is.
you told me to use a Tasha mini, and therefore it is done.
Okay, cool.
But Kavana, Akira, as y'all walk in, you see other than a lady behind the desk who for a moment kind of looks a little bit winded, but she kind of like takes a deep breath and, hi, welcome to the Gray Spine offices. How can we help you today?
I was wondering if I could
this
actually...
like young dwarven woman, hair pulled back, very properly put together. Looks like she's an office assistant kind of person.
I was wondering actually if I could meet with the Gray Spines. I am a trader of gemstones myself, and I would love to make business acquaintances with them.
Oh, really? What is your name? And she like flips open a book and kind of like she's looking at it and flips a ways and, oh, right, today. Okay. You are?
Ramana Maivia, servant of Mudram, the Tao.
Oh. And she looks down at the book. And Akira, can you be surprised?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yes, I can.
So you watch this young woman. She looks down and then hears the name and looks up and suddenly looks very intent. And then she smiles and says, "They said you would come here." And she stands up and she pulls out what you would recognize now very much to be a gun. And she points it directly at Kavana.
Oh, fuck.
And so,
Yeah, Akira says that in character.
yeah, it is definitely oh fuck.
Understandably so.
And
Meanwhile, cut to outside. Asher's like, so, sometimes I talk to rocks, sometimes I talk to boxes. It just depends on what I'm feeling that day.
and
Well,
for
inside,
for
this
those
happening.
for those of you outside,
Wow.
it is a very sudden series. 6, in fact,
Unloads.
of Do. So we're gonna do this properly.
Oh man. I'm glad I didn't go.
Oh,
Oh man.
What have I inadvertently walked into?
At least you're not the target.
You are not the
This is
target.
true.
In fact.
This is true. Thankfully.
So.
And at least we already got paid.
Slayer cannot be surprised
Neither can I.
Okay.
as
okay,
long as I rage.
The
But
both
Slayer
of
didn't
you,
go in.
the
Slayer
both, yeah.
Slayer
I'll
didn't
say
win.
the both of you roll initiative for funsies.
Okay.
Luca is carrying a rapier of surprise given to him by
Rapier of warning.
a rapier of warning. Yes.
Aha.
Wait, so I can't.
Is it
So none of
rapier?
us can be surprised
Yeah,
since we're within 30.
Oh yeah, it's a
Like,
rapier of warning.
It's like I also have alert.
Oh yeah.
So I
everyone
can't be
is
surprised.
within 30 feet of you. So
I can just imagine a rapier of surprise. It causes you to be surprised by
That'd be wonderful.
everything. Like, sorry, I'm so
I forgot
sorry. I
to
didn't
click
see you there.
myself. But I
Like, I've
rolled
been
really
next to you the
well.
whole time.
Oh, I did too.
I forgot to
Alright,
click
no, I
my
didn't.
thing.
You
Yeah,
guys,
I
my
can
curse
click
is back.
Yeah.
You guys, I got a
Dirty 20.
4.12 on initiative.
Oof. Sucks to suck.
It does.
That dirty 20, baby.
The curse is back, my friends.
So Luca, your rapier just starts like vibrating,
I think
and we're
it
all just
rings
immediately on edge.
specifically.
Like,
I mean, thankfully,
what's about to happen?
yeah, it's like, and thankfully with me, I just have alert, so I just can't be surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the rest of us out here, we don't know what's gonna happen. So honestly, probably like my turn's just gonna be spent looking around.
well, yours is after hers. So technically, Valineth's unfortunately is going to be him looking around because
That's fair.
he don't know, but he would not be at least surprised by what happens. Akira, Asher, Luca, what were those?
I got a
numbers
dirty
again?
20.
You got dirty
Yeah, dirty.
20.
Did it not come through? I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. No, I think it came through on the roll thing. I'm typing.
Oh, gotcha. Yep, I got a dirty 20, 15 plus 5.
Got it. And then what was Asher's? That's also a 20.
Don't forget your 11 temp HP that I totally gave at our last short rest.
But I have a 4.
Yeah.
When we got to
Indeed.
Craghammer after bouncing off the walls of the universe.
Got it.
There we go.
Wait, we got.
So
we
is the
got
10
more...
HP like a flat thing?
You cannot benefit from more than one source of temp HP, but his,
Yeah,
that I know.
his
Did you put
temp
more
HP thing
after
is
we
a
got
flat
out of the
thing.
thing, or because I may have miscalculated if that's the case. But my
He
HP
just
set.
gave it to
Yeah,
us.
it does
again.
not. Yeah, it does not stack, but it can be restored up to a certain point.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so you gave us
It's
10
whatever
more?
the max is. Yeah,
11 more.
11 more. 11
Yeah, 11 is
should
what
be
I'm
topped
able to
off
give.
to 11.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, you had because we had taken the damage from bouncing off the walls of the universe.
Right.
And I had my temp calculated in that with the damage I took, but then I didn't know you gave us more after that, so I did not have that.
Yeah, I would have given another speech during our short rest because, like, I would know that would have worn off the bolstering that my speeches usually give.
Like, we would all been sitting there going like, do we actually have to listen to the speech, or can we just sit here while you talk? Because we are dying.
No, it was during
So-
the short rest afterwards when we were in town. So yes, of course you were listening, and yes, you have to listen to get the benefit.
I can just imagine like Asher be like, I don't feel good at all. Tum hurts, face hurts. I'm gonna lay here in my head on the bar. You talk, okay? And just like
And
Make
what
me
is
feel better.
Kavana's AC these days?
It is 16 unless I'm wielding both of my weapons, in which case it is 17.
And you're not.
Because you weren't ready for this.
Because I'm getting shot in the chest.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I want to be clear, Ro. This is absolutely no offense, but given Percy and Vexalia's disposition towards you, and now this, Slayer's probably not going to take your side in this because Grog really liked Percy and Vex, and they thought poorly of you.
I get no, like you're not hurting.
I
my
want to be
feelings at
clear
all.
with that.
Nothing against
I did not
you.
make him. I did not make him to be likable. You're not hurting my feelings at all.
Okay.
He's a salesman. He's literally like Disney's version of Hades style salesman.
All right, so I'm gonna type up some math real quick.
Okay.
Oh,
now-
boy.
It's probably just
that being
gonna
said-
insta kill me. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, that means that he's not gonna try to like help them kill you. He might try to stop the fighting still, because that's been his track record, and
But
like
he's
try
not
to
really.
restrain you. But he's gonna try to restrain you more than anything, probably.
Yeah. Which
Restrain
might
the
not be
person with
good.
the 6 chest wounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Because obviously you did
does
something
that-
wrong.
Does that first round of
Holy
first round
shit.
before action surge? Are you still alive?
Are you still alive?
I am unconscious with 1 death failure from that damage.
Oh,
Wait,
Yeah.
no. Hold on.
Wait,
I
was gonna
forgot
say
about
with
the
only
10
one
HP.
fail.
Can I react?
You forgot
I
about
forgot
that
about
temp
the 10
HP?
Can I react?
That might have kept him up for that little tiny bit.
You're not surprised.
You.
So
Like,
technically,
did you
I
just
think
say
you can.
hi and then all of a sudden?
Yeah. He's like, "Hi, this is who I am."
I'm down
Okay.
with 0 failures. I am unconscious, 0 failures.
unconscious, 0 failures.
Can I react? Can Akira react to
Oh.
that?
Since I'm not surprised,
as-
can I react to one of those?
Oh, right. You're not surprised either. So technically,
Yeah, because like the freaking rapier sends out a warning to everyone
right.
in 30 feet.
To
Fair enough.
all friendly
danger.
people, and
Yeah.
as of right now, y'all haven't deemed
So
me
that's-
an enemy.
I was
Whoa.
well,
No,
but
I
are
mean-
you a friend though, Luca?
I was
is
your
the
accomplice.
question.
Technically,
Get in here. I was your accomplice.
That's fair.
He's our friend at the moment. We might appraise the situation differently when we
Fair
walk in
enough.
the door.
Fair enough.
Well, also, Akira was less than 5 feet away from a gun being coming out, so you could almost say I'm in danger.
Yeah, kinda.
True.
I need
To one
I
of
need-
those attacks.
Yeah,
oh,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say,
well-
go ahead.
To one of those attacks, as obviously I'm casting Hellish Rebuke, and I need a DC 16 Dex.
Dex
And
save.
I threw a protective field in front of Kavana.
Okay.
should-
Yes, you can. You can do that. That's a 19 on the dex save.
And it'll reduce the damage by
Half damage,
5.
correct?
Yes, half damage.
And then-
Whatever level you're throwing that up to.
Then reduce it again by 5. Because I threw a protective field around Kavana.
All right,
Ro, I
so
see
half-
your mouth moving, but don't hear anything.
Half of
Reduce the damage by
35.
5.
Yeah, reduce the damage to you by 5. So does 69
I'm
keep you on your feet?
69 with everything puts me at 0. Just flat at 0.
But yeah, she as you gout of fire, she jumps over and like where the fire lands and sets the chair definitely on fire. She still takes half of that, so that's 30, or that's 17, right? Am I doing
Yeah,
math?
Yeah,
Right?
it's 17.
Okay. She definitely
Your
feels
math
that.
is mathing.
Oh wait. Yes, no, she's not that high of a rogue. She doesn't have that evasion.
Fighter Rogue is the best combo.
Some might say.
Changed my mind.
So wait, if he dies, who are we gonna buy a car from?
So As Kavana, Kavana reacts, lights her and some of that desk on fire. She leaps over and delivers that last shot and puts him on the ground. And seeing Akira protect him, this young lady looks up towards you and says, "Don't you dare protect him!" And she aims down towards you one more time. Well, 3 more times technically. We're gonna see how many she needs.
I mean, it's going to kill me anyways, because if she attacks 3... Anyway, either way I die. 3 attacks is 3 failures, right?
Well, it's still a disadvantage because
if she hits you,
it's a prone target. Prone target.
Disadvantage and then advantage because he's unconscious. So it's a regular roll.
I was going to say rules that totally make sense there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything's a disadvantage, right? Because like
Everything for Kavana is at disadvantage right now.
So that's a 29 and a
a
29 and a natural 20 to get you with those.
You're dead.
So as Kavana falls, she looks at Akira and says, "Don't you dare protect him," and just double taps him in the head.
okay.
Will
One might say intense reaction.
Normal movement and bonus action dash.
Okay.
What did I say, Grayscale? Because you're saying you hate that you laughed at it, and I don't even realize what I said. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like it's words just come out of my face, bro. Like I don't keep track. I don't keep a tally. Like I take attendance.
So she's dashed out. Slayer.
Yeah. I mean, I heard the gunshots, which I recognized as gunshots because I've fired a gun and been around guns.
Yes, indeed.
And I guess I'm going to kick in the door.
Waving.
Athletics, probably. Jeremy?
What? Oh, wait, athletics for what?
Kick in the door.
Oh, I mean the door is able to be opened. It's not locked, nor is it currently latched. It was a very easy pull open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking, can I kick the door?
Yes, I know that.
For you, there is no amount of rolling that could stop you. Is the other thing I'm insinuating.
But
no, you could roll a natural one, but on an athletics check, a natural 1 puts you at a what again?
16.
That's right. So there is no way that this door would rebuff you.
Okay, fair enough.
So you guys need to reinforce the apartment.
So I Kool-Aid Man through the door.
You Kool-Aid through the door.
I Kool-Aid through the door, and see Kavana.
You see Kavana with 3 holes in his chest and 2 in his head.
Oh, and gosh, and Akira's just there.
Astonished at what just happened.
We call that the septuple tap.
Slayer just looks at the ground, looks at Akira, looks at the ground, looks at Akira. What the hell's just happened?
6 shots from that lady.
What lady? There's nobody else in here.
She was just here, I swear.
Well, we should probably get out of here before the guards turn up.
Akira wholeheartedly agrees. It's just that we're in initiative order, so I can't go until it's my turn.
Well, Slayer can lead the way out, and you are immediately after Slayer.
Yes.
And also, I mean, I could also, depending on how willing you are, pull you with me because that's probably what he would do. He's like, we gotta get the hell out of here.
Come on, Akira is used to jumping onto your back, so if you just say get on my back, then or toss me towards your back, I'll be fine.
Yes, if you grab them, as we've said before, you are counted as a large creature for push, pull, drag, and lift.
Yeah.
They will not slow your movement down. You've only used 10 feet. What do you do?
So I just reach out a hand to Akira and like have
grabs,
you like and like kind of like pull and swing you up onto my back and run back out the door. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell's just happened in there, but apparently some lady just blasted. Fuck it, I am stumbling on his name. I know what it is. Don't correct me. I know what it is. I stumbled on it. Some lady just blasted Kavana about 6 times in the chest. But more than the Kavana's dead. Kavana's fucking dead.
Ahead. Yeah, he's out of here. He's gone.
We gotta get out of here before the guard turn up.
I'm sorry. Wait. So and so he looks over at at Slayer and goes, "Can you carry everybody? Like physically? Can you carry everybody?"
Probably. I mean, I don't know. Can you hold on to me?
Yes, I can. Okay, everyone, hey, how about we all climb up onto the Slayer real quick, okay?
I love this.
Akira, do you do anything in particular on your turn?
I mean, like...
well, you know what I'll do is I will, because I can keep up with the Slayer running wise. So I'll just get down, and then once he gets everyone loaded up, I'll just be ready to.
I think it might be in your best interest to be on. I think it might be in your best bet. Just here's above table. I'm just gonna straight up cast haste on this dude. Okay, like.
Okay, then I guess I will hold on until he's at his top velocity. Then I will spring off because that will clear.
Was it an action to kick the door down, or was I able to just move through the?
That was
door?
movement.
Okay, then I will hold an action to dash.
All right, so you sprint out the door. We gotta fucking go. Akira's holding on. Asher is focusing in to
Haste.
To haste
For a minute, and then I'm gonna like hurl for a few seconds.
Asher, do you have that one thing that makes it harder, better, faster, stronger?
My
extended or
my meta magic is specifically subtle and twinned.
Okay, just making sure. Do you hit anybody else with haste?
I don't think I'm able to. I think I'm only able to hit one.
You can,
right?
You can twin it.
Twin haste.
Oh yeah, I can twin it. Like, I just said I can twin it.
Yeah, just new character. Who dis?
E.
Sorry, I'm not used to playing a sorcerer. Like I look over at Akira, like, Akira, do you want one? Like,
don't haste the monk.
No,
a monk.
I'll lead the witness. I'll lead the witness a little bit.
That's the
you know
force.
The other person whom you are employed to get out of here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get that, but like, are they? Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay, sure. Hey, Senor Sharp Pants, with your talons and your feathers and whatnot. Have fun. And so I'm gonna twin spell it. I'm gonna cast it on my good buddy.
So I want to point out, just because of Valineth and his nature of how he was stranded for a while and all that fun jazz, hearing that Kavana has gone down, is dead, I'm gonna rifle through his stuff real fast.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so
survival, man, survival.
Through my stuff.
Yeah.
Luca, do you do anything in particular before possibly hopping up on the Slayer, or do you do something else?
Honestly, no. I think this is a good time to get the F out of here.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, here, I'll say this in character. Even. Akira, I'll expect a better explanation once we get out of here. By the way, but like, we gotta go.
Yeah, Luca
no-
Luca got the explanation from the Slayer when he burst back out and kind of said what happened, and Luca's like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Akira wishes there was more to this story.
Well, like Slayer's gonna need like hear the exact exchange of words that happened. You know, like.
So Nyack,
Just like a recap of what happened.
Nyack, what do you look like when you pop out of your illusory box?
So, popping out of my illusory box,
I love it.
you guys will see an exceedingly tall barn owlin. I can't make short characters. It is against my nature. Specifically, he's about 7 feet tall. He's a light tan barn owl. He has this very asymmetric like headdress on him. And you can tell he's wearing like oiled studded leathers,
And a
and
double.
I don't know where it's coming from because I heard it.
I do.
Oh, okay. Studded leathers. He has several blades hanging from his belt and a black overcoat. He pops up and he says, "Well, hey there, everyone. We getting out of here."
Very swiftly, yeah, we gotta go. Valineth! Small thing, but hurry up!
Yes.
I'm going as fast as I can. Don't worry. If you have to, I can catch up.
Yeah, just turn into a mouse or something and run off. We'll find you.
Exactly.
We'll find us.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I already had a thought. I was like, I'll just turn into a cat or something.
Also, Val,
Licks
when
the
you
pool of
go
blood.
to find Kavana, you see the remnants of like his arm kind of melting into the ground and kind of disappearing.
Nice.
So Luca and Akira mounting up, grabbing onto the back of the Slayer, whom is juiced. Nyack flying forward, grabbing Asher.
Asher, buddy, would you like to follow me?
Yeah, it might be more roomy. With you.
What's really funny is this is how fast he's talking while he's hasted.
Oh yeah. Wait until I slow down.
He rushes
I've
forward,
got everybody
grabs
then?
you.
Okay.
Valineth, a quick investigation.
For the record, if you're looking for the gold, you'll find like 4 gold and then just a couple weapons, and that's about it.
Well,
18.
okay, with an 18. That's pretty good, some might say. So that would be. Pull up. There's Kavana, maybe. But
I'm primarily going for anything that is like directly useful in any kind of situation, and obviously coins.
yes. So
who doesn't go for those?
you see a blade that he didn't have on him previously, sitting right next to him. For one,
It's a shard blade.
it is a very nicely carved. A very nicely carved blade. Looks like above the hilt is like the blade itself is bone.
I need one.
Nicely carved bone. With a very finely made metal handle crossguard gem on the back end of it. Yeah, his cloak is extremely nice.
Look at that.
And then he just has a sifting through his pack. He's only got like 4 gold and 3 silver on him, but he also has a very nice amethyst in there, as well as some lockpicking tools, thieves' tools, and he has the 2 war picks that he has kept on his hips this whole time.
Well, that's cool.
Sure. I'm definitely gonna need a list. I was trying to type out as much as I could. Adding things.
I'll say, nice blade, nice cloak, 100 gold amethyst, and like 4 gold and thieves tools.
Gotcha.
Thieves' tools.
His picks are nice, but they're not extravagant. They're functional.
Gotcha.
And you're actually before me technically in initiative order, so you could technically probably still get onto me.
Yeah.
And then
You could run in there. What? That's 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
How fast is Valineth?
30.
Yeah. So I mean, you can get
Starlight
in there,
step.
and then and I mean, he's right there, and that door does not exist anymore.
Exactly.
So you just run in, give him a quick pat down, grab a couple of things, and just. So as you appear on Slayer, this is going to turn into this is going to be a group escape attempt because y'all depending on how well and quick y'all run away will depend on whether or not anybody has any suspicions of you all being here, if anybody saw you. So this is going to be a group check.
So I'm curious.
What is Slayer speed right now?
Fast as fuck.
It's doubled, right?
Fast. Yeah, fucking
Doubled.
fast.
So, but
Yeah.
I was curious. So with invisibility, doesn't that affect anything like you're carrying and whatnot as well?
Yeah, everything you have
objects.
is invisible as well.
Items.
Yeah,
Items.
okay.
objects, not people.
You guys aren't objects. You're my pups.
But if you want to make invisible pups or invisible him and pups, you can upcast.
You can upcast.
Also, sorry about that. I don't know why our internet decided to go out for a second. I'm back.
That's totally fine. But yeah, my speed's 100, and I can action dash. So that's like 200 feet in like 6 seconds.
But also, are you wanting to go hard and loud, or are you trying to go hard and stealth?
I have
still 100 feet
disadvantage on
around.
stealth.
Oh, that's
I can always drop a
So-
fog cloud on the area so that we can disappear and no one can like follow us line of sight.
All right,
Speaking
so
of,
in
don't
that
worry
case,
about that. I would like to drop it if you'd be so kind.
Go ahead. I mean,
well, I mean, you could both kind of do it. So here's what we'll do. That will give advantage to everybody for stealth, which will negate Slayer's disadvantage.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna
so-
give Slayer inspiration.
that's a good idea.
So
Absolutely.
I mean, since we're dropping things and whatnot, I'm pretty sure I have Pass Without a Trace.
Oh wait, you can't use it for stealth checks because it only says ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws.
Ability check.
Ability
That's a stealth
checks.
check.
Oh, okay. I thought it was defined differently. That's all.
Those are crappy.
Okay.
But
Well,
don't worry, because I was using my Pass Without a Trace since we're doing stealthiness. So add 10.
Oh, so I just add 10, so 20 and 21. Cool.
19, 33,
Fluff called
33.
it.
All right. Did miss anyone?
Valineth is so quiet.
Oh, Tumarin, you've got a D8 to add.
Oh
to
right, I
your-
can add a D8 to that. Might as well.
Are we?
Hey, bring
Hey,
it above
21's
10.
better than a 19.
It is.
Is Nyack just gonna fly like above where people like are looking? Just kind of like I don't know, like I don't know what the plan is here.
Running. That's the plan.
Running quietly,
well-
slipping through the crowd.
It's like me and I'm with Nyack right now, so I don't know what Nyack's.
Oh, right. Ro is currently Sir
I
trying
thought
to
Ro
appear
was
in this
back
film.
on.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ro's trying to appear in this film. So we'll say Nyack, who is able to keep pace pretty well, especially if most of what he does is dash. The lot of you, as one fog cloud goes up and you'll run into it, another one goes up and y'all dive down one of the side streets, and under cover of fog, as y'all go to get away,
Slayer, don't forget your tooth.
a lot of attention from all of these other offices turns towards the Greyspine Manor, or the Greyspine, not manor, but the Greyspine office. And as y'all are getting the fuck away, you do end up hearing what sound like alarm bells after y'all are the better part of 500 or more feet away, and are able to devote more into actually sprinting rather than stealthing.
All right, I'll go get my tooth, and then we should get back to Ophelia, and then get the hell out of here.
Sounds like a splendid idea.
Make priority right now, like.
And as y'all get far enough away, and are able to have the haste hangover, breathe, get yourselves together. Do we have Ro back?
He just needs to remember that he's using push to talk.
I'm asking Ro specifically. Do we have Ro back?
I believe so. If it holds steady, I don't know what the hell's going on with it today, but
beep beep.
I hope I'm back for real this time.
Beep beep.
Everybody having a moment to breathe, dismount from the Slayer, slow the walk to not be suspicious.
All I can tell you, and I'm saying this into Slayer's mind, is that we walked in, the woman looked at Kavana and said, "Oh, we were expecting you," and just unloaded 6 shots before I could barely react. I managed to deflect a smidge of it. It happened so fast.
She didn't say anything else. She just said, "We've been expecting you," pulled out her 9 and
and struck him down.
Pulled out her gun and just unloaded.
That was it.
To make sure we fully have
Yeah,
Ro back, let's just make sure that
she had a gun in her sock, and she Glock rocked his talk box.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
And Nyack, in his slowed state now, is going to look at Asher and say, "Well, friend, this is, in fact, the least subtle that you have ever helped me out in. And I asked you to turn into a bear in a courthouse."
I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, I didn't exactly cause the dude to get shot. That's not my fault. So let's just get out of here.
Who was?
That being said, I'm still adding it to your tab, Asher.
I'm going to be honest, Asher. I thought it was going to be you, but no. Apparently, it was the very obviously shady one. Lucas says with a full grin on his face.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah, so Ro, I'm glad you're back. I just want to make sure that we can test your hearing to make sure it's great and everything like that. So let's see if you can hear this. Hello, do you have any peaches? I love peaches.
Just waiting for the of a disconnected call.
Just waiting.
I'm not risking that. I would normally make that joke, but considering the way my Wi-Fi is behaving right now, I'm not risking it.
That's valid. That's valid.
But I'm finding my happy space now, as far away from turtles as possible.
It's as far away from this geriatric turtle.
So yet another new person.
Yeah, Asher, why'd you bring friends? You never bring friends. I thought I was your only one.
Oh, he owes us.
Yeah, friends is a loose term here.
No, it's a very strong term.
Well,
he gets attached easy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The Doomslayer,
Well.
you pack bond with anything.
But hello there, anyone? and everyone. Thank you for helping me out of the situation I was in. I'm
You're
not happy I
welcome.
got put in another one, but thank you for getting me out of the first.
You're
No
welcome.
problem.
It was an absolute.
Or add it to
hoot.
your tab.
No, I don't do the whole tab thing.
So payments up
It's
front
unfortunate.
then?
Well, I did have payment ready for Asher, so he'll have to decide how to levy the funds amongst the group of you.
Yeah, about that, we kind of talked, and like this one's kind of on them. Which, you know, fair is fair, I guess.
All right, let me.
I mean, I guess we didn't sign a contract or nothing, so it's not like you're breaking a deal, but, you know.
That's true.
But, let me ask you, like, why exactly were you a box?
Great question.
I have a disguise. I didn't think it was a person. I thought it was a box.
I have no clue what you're talking about, friend.
So you weren't just a box.
Oh, of course not.
We're more
He
than a
was.
box.
He definitely was.
Yeah, he's
We
really
probably
good
used
at-
magic to make it look like there was a box there.
He's
See,
really good at casting gaslight.
he's
So.
he's your smart one there. I was just looking like a box. I wasn't a box.
But you were still looking like a box.
Yeah, Akira just gives you a look of not amused.
Yes.
Not
However,
you.
my pointy-eared friend, I was looking like a box. Y'all asked why was I a box? Two distinctions.
Wow. You know what? Who everyone's
He's
favorite
got you
person?
there.
You know who's everyone's favorite person at the party? The guy who's really into semantics. That's everyone's favorite person.
But I guess introductions are in order. Hello, everyone. Hello again, Asher. My name is Nyack. How can I be of assistance to you all?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it seems like we were just of assistance to you.
Hmm.
They call me the Doomslayer. These are my friends. They can introduce themselves if they choose to.
I am Akira, and glad that you are out of your situation. I guess we can move on.
Luca will step forward and hold out his hand. Offers his hand forward.
And he'll take it. And he'll say,
Luca. What's that?
does he feel any rings or no?
Oh, he's got rings. He does.
My good friend, Mr. Supreme Sorcerer Pizza. Is there something I can roll about those rings?
You feel them. You wouldn't see at least one of them.
Right.
That is true.
You could do just some investigation.
Very well. Not as good as the last time I did investigation, but an 11.
You know that you're there. You know they're there, and you know people keep secrets. Right now, you're not sure what those secrets mean, but you are aware of the invisible one.
Oh, well, it is pleasure to make your acquaintance, Luca.
Hmm. Hopefully yours as well. Or
As y'all get
hopefully
back
you as
to-
well, rather.
As I'll get back to the street forge. Well, the street forge is multiple. The guy there looks like he's freshly poured some melted gold into into the little sand mold that he made, and as you're walking up, he's using some smaller tongs to extract that out, and oh, you're already back, and he just slams it into the quenching oil. I wasn't expecting you back so soon. And he looks down, kind of sees it's a little wonky. It's a little bit big. It's a little bit oddly shaped, but it'll definitely function in a mouth.
Yeah.
And after he quenches it and kind of does a little bit of kind of sanding against a wet stone to try and get a little more shape out of it, just really fast, like in a minute.
Gold soft.
And it's best I could do with like 15 whole minutes. Is that good enough?
Oh yeah, this will do.
You put it in. It's about 15-20%, a little bit too big, at least for length.
Mm-hmm.
Width, it's pretty okay. You go and push it into the socket. There's a squish.
There's a squish, and it's it's still painful. Just got high pain tolerance. And then I'll go ahead and zap it.
I've got some herbs for
with
that.
With some healing hands. Lay on hands.
You lay hands upon your own mouth, and the rest of you see that little bit of lightning arcing in his hand as he just pushes it in and cauterizes it, heals it.
That was pretty cool.
Licks it clean, and he's got a
I've got
slightly bigger golden tooth in there.
He can file that down, make it look.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've got a file. Just need a mirror.
9 hells have you got me into, Asher?
Don't ask questions you don't really want the answers to.
I ripped it out earlier to give to a mage.
And there he goes.
What did you expect?
I had no clue. I watched a guy put a tooth in. That's just a bit odd.
And that's a Kira laughing in character as well.
Making your way back up.
Making our way uptown. Sorry.
As y'all are making your way up, there looks to be a small army of carvers that go charging past you in the opposite direction.
I wonder what that's about.
Yeah, probably 35, 40 of them just running down. And
well, that's awkward. That's weird. What's going on there? Like,
I wonder where they could be going.
And anyone who is like actually in the way, they're announcing, make way, and charging down below. As y'all get up to the heart, there is actually as you're walking through, passively, especially those of you with the 18 or higher passive perception, you would definitely notice, most of you would notice the like light that is like, it looks like there's an angel kind of thing, large but pretty obviously illusory, that is looming over one of the houses that wasn't there before. But for those of you with the 18 passive or higher would notice the top, from a distance at least, the top part of the symbol on the house matching the symbol of the Grey Spines. And the angel that is kind of hanging large, illusory in the air looks to be in kind of a mourning pose.
Oh no. She went in and killed the leader of the Grey Spines right afterwards.
Oh no.
That's just assumptions.
Yeah, no, I know.
Means very little to me.
And
you too?
That's just Slayer's, 19 intelligence connecting the dots at hyperspeed.
Mm-hmm.
At hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
It's all right. I think that Kavana would have died of his emphysema anyway.
Probably. Seemed to be getting worse and worse every day.
I mean, just above table, he just had a crushed lung. So
It's fine.
It's fine.
He'd been coughing since we first met him.
he's been coughing for 10 years. So
Making your way back up to the top slab. After only an hour, where most of the distance you all were keeping an unsuspicious profile. It seems that news already has made it to the Arch, as barkers of news are already announcing the death of Nostoc Greyspine. A suspect was found dead at the scene. But they don't have all the facts. But today being a dark day for the city, but that industry will go on, mining operations will continue. All will be well eventually. And getting back to the Iron Hearth Tavern.
Can I
Go ahead.
Can I gauge the mood of the people receiving this mood? Because we know that the people who run the Keenstone Quarry well, do we know that? Did Kavana share that information actually, or?
yeah, I said Keenstone was run by the Grey Spines. Yeah.
Right, but do we know that the Grey Spines run the whole town?
No, there are 5 houses that run the town.
Oh, okay.
The Grey Spines are one of them.
Okay. Okay. Well, either way, do they seem genuinely mournful, or do some people seem relieved?
Rejoicing.
Yeah.
You can tell there are some people who are genuinely shook, specifically that someone as powerful and notable as Nostoc Greyspine being suddenly and abruptly destroyed. There's something that you hear people who are gathering and sorrowful. You hear them speaking out a sort of almost nursery rhyme kind of phrase. It's 5 the fingers that grasp the hammer or blade, 5 houses of Craghammer rightly made, Greyspine delves neath dwarven halls, Zerthorn raises stony walls, Bronze grip masters of metal wrought, Thunderbrand uncovers secrets sought, and Glorenthal to judgments here. In Craghammer, dwarf folk never fear. And you hear some just saying it, some having a bit of like sing song to it, trying to give comfort to each other, groups of each other. You do hear a few people who are like, "Damn fucking straight," like perhaps disgruntled former employees or something.
Gotcha.
But
nothing like decrying that, like, oh, he might have been like corrupt or kind of a scumbag.
I mean, other than a few who are like, you know, fucking Greyspines, had it coming.
Okay.
There's always some.
Right.
There's always
Typical-
some. By and large.
But by and
large, it would be like if there were a council that runs the town, one of those has been killed, and y'all were right there.
Akira feels bad. Couldn't stop this from happening.
The only big loud thing that happened there was Kavana that you heard.
Yeah.
So what would the person who killed y'all's friend, y'all knew him better, what would he have to do with that, what's his name? Nosta?
I honestly have no fucking clue.
Maybe he sold some jewels or gems to him at some point. We don't know.
Oh, so he was a salesman. Oh.
Yeah, hydration.
Well, the way I see it, right, is we met him when he was petitioning Lord Percival and Lady Vexelia to sell them gems, and they basically told him to storm off.
True, they did.
And to maybe go try his luck in Craghammer.
So y'all didn't... Did y'all know him for a while? I mean, it's a
no, not very long at all. No, we teleported over here.
Most of it, yeah.
Nothing wrong with a good teleport.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of a painful experience, but it got us here faster than walking.
It can.
I wouldn't call it a good teleport, yeah.
It was a teleport.
Speaking of teleporting, though, we should probably find Ophelia so that we can get back to Wattstone.
True.
And maybe inform them what happened here.
Nyack, make a history roll real fast.
Gladly. That's something I'm horrible at, but sure.
Good.
It's a good thing.
Ooh, an 18.
The name Ophelia tickles the back of your head, and you're not sure why. But you know you've heard her name previously.
Oh. All right.
So,
but getting back to the Iron Hearth Tavern, The mood hasn't particularly soured there. Actually, very much on the opposite end. You hear kind of a rhythmic and the tavern actually seems a little livelier than it did before, and you hear a viola being played expertly, beautifully, and as you get up to the oven-like entrance of the hearth, you see standing on a table, doing a bit of a dance, but mostly playing. Most of the stomping and rhythm is coming from the people around. One Kaylee Shorthalt, stomping, playing, seeming to
Excuse me.
seeming to be feeling better, or at least trying to feel better.
Luca thoughtlessly just grabs his Saturn, grins, and joins.
All right, just diving right into it. As you go for it, go ahead and make a performance check with advantage on behalf of the both of you.
After a few seconds, can Nyack hop in with his dulcimer?
We like that roll.
Yeah, pulling out your dulcimer. Go ahead and Nyack, go ahead and throw your own performance check on top of that.
Please go, Rel. I cannot roll poorly on my first performance.
Please do. I'm just kidding. Don't.
Let's see what the dice say.
23.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
So the both of you jumping into it. You first watch Luca kind of rush in and start playing and accompanying along. All of a sudden, people start to part and let you into the middle of this circle. That was pretty tight. Everybody enjoying themselves, and then pulling out the dulcimer and plucking along your own harmonies to complement. You two walk through, and you. Right here, middle of the bar, all eyes on you three. Kaylee, full on, like, first noticing Luca jumping right into it, like she gets really into it, and then not knowing Nyack, kind of like has that moment where she cuts off, and Luca, you cut off too, and Nyack playing like a beautiful kind of harmonic melody to what was being played. She and you both start right back into it, catching, letting Nyack have a moment to shine just themselves, and then joining together to finish out the song. And she, with that last bit, kind of jumps off and lands, all three of you cutting as she lands, and the bar erupting in joy, laughter, happiness, coin. It is very much a show.
How nice.
And she's standing between the both of you. Oh, I knew I could count on you, kid. She taps your chest with a bow, and then turns towards Nyack and just kind of flips the bow around, and it looks like it suddenly like shrinks and disappears in her hand. And I never met you before. Puts a little hand up towards you.
Reaching out a very taloned hand. Name's Nyack. It was a pleasure to play alongside you. It was beautiful.
your talons are real good for that whole dulcimer sound, huh?
That's why I took it up as an instrument, actually. I
That's
could use it
incredible.
to tap on the strings well.
I'm gonna have to. And she like looks at her own fingers. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get some of that going. That's damn smart. And well, that's a hell of an end to a good hour of music. I'm feeling a little less incompetent with myself. So are we gonna take in any more sites here? Did y'all get what you needed?
I think
We did.
Oh, what happened to the Rockman? Metal arm?
Luke is absolutely going to just message Spell directly to her so that he doesn't have to say it out loud.
Yeah.
And just, he walked into an establishment and was gunned down. Right in
and
front of Akira.
She turns and in the message spell, like silently, just eyes wide. He fucking what? Gone down?
Yeah.
And she'll that's
We came back here as quickly as we could.
right. Cool. And she kind of wiping the concern off of her face for a moment, just all right, cool. And she
Luca keeping his smiling and patting her back.
her hat coming back around with several bits of coin and looks like a couple of chicken wings thrown into it too, and she not having noticed who did it or who or whom multitude of may have done it, she grabs a couple of them out and haha, very funny, and she almost looks like she's gonna throw them away, and then she takes a bite off of each one. All right, that was actually pretty good. Well did. And quickly getting back to her own bag, pouring the tips in and what meat chunks are left in it, shakes it off, puts it back on her head, and disappears into a masculine version of her own self. Not quite Scanlan, but a shift in her appearance.
Yeah.
Well then, let's find ourselves the fuck down the road and got a place for us.
Okay.
Heading down to the inn, whose name I totally remember and don't have to look up.
Stone Pillow.
Not the Stone Pillow. You can find your way to Stone Pillow. That's fine. No. You would not be sad to do so. Just saying. But getting down the way, he does find it. The Firebrook Inn. Find your way back to the Firebrook Inn, and she walks through the front, briefly dismisses her disguised self to show her face to the innkeeper. And she says, "These are all my friends I was telling you about. That's why I needed the big room. Come on," and puts it back on. Taking out back to a basically what looks like a presidential suite, as far as cheaper inns go, but a very large room with several rooms off the side of it, big double doors, trying to put on the show of opulence and letting you all into the living room area, shuts the door and does the locks on it, and then taking off the hat, her viola case, the rest of her stuff here in the room already. All right. Gone down.
Yes.
Yep.
That's something else.
Happened so fast we didn't even get a chance to react. Most of us were outside of the building. Akira walked in with him, and, well, that's that.
It was quite a show, really.
There's not a whole lot to tell. We walked in. The woman said, "We've been expecting you," and by the end of her sentence, the gun was out and shooting. I managed to deflect maybe a half a shell, a little bit, but most of it got in.
Oh, don't at all think that it's your fault, kid. That's
I mean, obviously the call had it coming.
You know, I don't know. Might have. There's I ain't talked with Lord Percival in a while. I know he had a group of folk that were employed, kind of they're made to stop secrets from getting out from Whitestone. Things like the gun technology, things like, well, Whitestone itself, the eponymous stone of Whitestone.
Yeah, the residuum that he was calling it.
Well, not even just residuum. Residuum happens when you dissolve down the stone and just have the pure magic left. It's,
And you can heat that up to kind of turn it into a glass, kind of glass blow it a little bit.
yeah, you know a thing or two.
I studied over at the Cobalt Soul.
Really? Oh, I studied at the Alabaster Lyceum in Westrun.
Oh, well, that is quite interesting.
But just slabs of the rock itself. The rock has its own particular value. If you incorporate just a few ounces of it into an enchantment, you can accelerate the enchantment of a thing by days, weeks, even. Residuum itself is like, you know how diamonds form in hot and high pressurized places? The story of Whitestone is at least the area there in the Alabaster Sierras where you find it. It said that was where the fight between Ioun of the Cobalt Soul, if you will, Ioun and the Chained Oblivion happened, and that was an area where a lot of magic was caked into the rocks there itself as a consequence of this battle. Pelor coming down to support the Knowing Mistress in her time of wounding and pain, where she was almost defeated, and Pelor himself came and smote down the Chained Oblivion and helped rescue her. But all that battle between the three of them, the magical explosions of it all crystallized into within the rocks itself. That's what the residual of residuum is. It's like highly compressed, leftover solid magic. Residuum glass, residuum powder can accelerate that enchantment ability even further, and not even make it not even just make it faster, make it stronger.
Well, sounds like pretty handy stuff.
So Percival had people out who were to keep tabs, keep eyes out. I don't know what your Kavana was into.
Bars mostly. And some rock.
That's fair. That's fair. But he might have shook a tree, and he should not have shook. But that might also. I don't know.
Can I ask? They're accusing him of killing No Stalk. What's his name? Did y'all let him out your sight at all? No Stalk. Yeah, Grey Spine. Did y'all let him out your sight at all?
I don't think we ever saw him.
Right, Nostok's dead?
Yeah.
You can tell from her face that there in the bar during her performance, she did not get the news.
Apparently, Kavana did it.
Ooh.
Well, based on what we just heard from Akira, I don't think that Kavana did it, considering he was already dead. Kavana, I mean. So
you think the lady did it, right?
I mean, it makes the most sense.
Now that does not make sense to me. If it was someone doing something to protect something with Whitestone, they wouldn't have taken down Nostock. They have
Unless maybe Nostock knew something.
Maybe Nostock was helping Kavana try to get the Whitestone.
Maybe. That's real weird. But they didn't come after you, right? Like, she looks right towards Akira. You're okay, other than watching that.
They made no motions towards me. They just told me not to protect him when I tried. but this was pretty much after the fifth shot had hit him. So there wasn't much protecting to do with the amount of damage she dealt.
That is absolutely frightening.
Yeah, he was gone before she finished her sentence, really. So the question is, what happens next? We have business that needs to be taken care of out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, I don't think that really has much to do with us, unfortunately. I mean, it's real sad to hear. I mean, we were there, we could have maybe stopped it, but we also could have maybe been implicated in it. So I'm really kind of just glad that we didn't get sucked up in that at all, because that could have been a big mess.
I'm real glad. I'm real glad y'all got away clean. And she'll look right towards Luca, and doing her own quick message in the air. Y'all didn't kill Nostock, did you?
Us? No.
Just in a message to Luca.
Luca.
Tim, can you hear?
Not really. I feel like something
Okay.
is Luca, but I didn't hear much else. I was kind of waiting.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she sent a message to Luca and said, "Y'all didn't kill Nostock, did you?"
We didn't kill anyone. We didn't kill anyone at all.
All right. And she'll just nod and out loud say, "All right." Well, here in the suite, I made sure the inside of it's got the private thing, so anything said in here ain't being seen by no one outside, and ain't being heard by no one outside, unless they're peeking through the crack right there, because I didn't make it shadowy. But I wanted it to look normal when you open the door, you know.
Right. Well,
so we can take our ease here. I can we can order in some food, relax, act like we're the bigwigs being taken care of.
sounds.
I threw
opulent.
down 10. I threw down 5 platinum for the room. They better fucking bring us food for every meal and a couple of snacks along the way, right?
Hopefully.
You,
Sounds about
my friend, are the kind of person I like to be around. And I need to hear about your days in school. That I've always heard about that school, and I like to hear stories about it.
Oh, she's got stories, that's for sure.
So, after our little rest, does anybody else have any business that they want to take care of here?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
y'all.
scared to have business to take care of here.
Yeah.
I am too.
There's really people with me.
I think
Right.
I'm just going to try and look at these little.
What was the end of that?
Maybe we can
figure out
put
these
some
little
time
what now?
into-
Just going to be looking at these little trinkets I acquired.
Oh, from Kavana. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what did you
do
get?
that.
I don't even know what you got.
Do you need
Because
help?
your internet ended up going out during the time when it was being
Yeah.
divvied. Apparently, the cloak, a fancy blade, 100 gold piece amethyst, and like the 4 gold you had in your pocket.
And the pickaxes.
Yeah,
I left those.
Okay.
Oh, you left the
So-
pickaxes.
Yeah.
That amethyst you guys would recognize as the one that was on his shoulder. But
Okay.
yeah.
That
Similar
was
stuff.
it was embedded in his shoulder, but the rest of the arm was gone.
Yeah.
Just the amethyst remained.
I did make mention of that, how he was melting. Or at least that
Kaylee-
part was melting.
That's the arm.
Yeah, that part was melting.
I'm
Kaylee-
melting.
But Kaylee volunteers to come over and help identify if you need help.
I mean, I do have these 2 items I wouldn't mind a little assistance with.
And
Take a two.
and she actually pulls out a pearl and starts doing identify, as she's planning on not going anywhere else today, because she's also rattled by someone of this importance being assassinated, and Kavana being assassinated right next to the rest of y'all.
Yeah.
And so, and the 2 being connected somehow, you can tell, like, she's trying to get her mind off of it, just doing a familiar ritual. And she does identify the cloak as a cloak of protection. She identifies the amethyst as not magical, but very valuable. 100 gold pieces, that's real good.
Nice.
The thieves' tools are non-magical as well, but are of good make.
Gotcha.
If y'all have anyone who's good at locks, I do believe
And
that
then
those tools are meant for that.
And then-
Oh, shade.
I might be able to put them to use.
And then the
Like what-
bone sword, she identifies as one called a serpent's fang. It's made from the tooth of a Swavain basilisk. These are basilisk in the longer snake type, like a water snake. But they're huge. They're sea serpents. They're 50 feet long.
Oh my.
Kind of huge serpents, and their oils and things can help turn things to stone, and or poison them. This tooth, though, very particularly, does not require attunement, but it is classified as a longsword. And when it strikes, it does an extra D10 poison damage.
Oh
Period.
shit!
Poison.
That
So again,
It's
like I had said earlier, I'm
fine.
gonna need like a little something for that to add.
It's a serpent.
Oh, that's actually in the item list. So look
Yeah,
up
it's a standard item.
serpent's fang. It's in there.
Gotcha.
Cloak of protection is in there. Amethyst and thieves' tools all in there.
Yeah, all of it's standard stuff.
Gotcha. Did not know that. It shows how much I know.
That's okay. It's not like I stare at the item lists all week, a lot of the week. So much of my life is spent looking at D&D Beyond. Hey,
In full honesty, whenever I'm told I can have a rare weapon, I try to get the Serpent's Fang if I can. So
it's so good.
quite a few of those go through my inventories.
Understandable.
Luca eyeing the cloak of protection.
I mean, I'm already attuned to as much as I can with the little extras. If you would like
I don't
this,
think you're-
Luca, you seem like you're eyeing it.
I don't
quite
know if the
much.
I don't know if the cloak requires attunement.
It does.
Yeah, of protection
It does.
does.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah. Otherwise, like I'm contemplating it.
I know,
but,
right?
you know, like, it is a very good contemplation.
I mean, if no one else is going to take it, that sword is omnipresent.
The sword doesn't require attunement.
No,
Okay,
it
so
does not.
The sword does not, but the cloak does.
and he's an elf, so he, even though he's like a druid or whatever, he can still use longswords.
And it is made of bone primarily.
And it's made of
Wait,
bone.
So it's not made out
primarily.
of metal, like, for the most part.
Well, druids in the past, if I recall, have only been prohibited from wearing metal.
Yeah, armor.
Yeah.
It's just the funniness of it. It's not metal, guys. Most of it's not metal. Looks at the handle.
The part you touch.
Stands stands there in his
standard.
+1. Yeah, stands there though in his +1 adamantine half blade of necrotic resistance.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. You said it. But
It's not metal, you
is
guys.
there-
Even the
It's
canon,
made of space rocks, and he's a space elf. It's fine.
the
That's
canon
fine.
druid from 3.5 wielded a metal scimitar, so
exactly.
Oh, damn. Okay, then.
That's a starting item for druids in this one too,
Yep.
so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's no worry.
It's
Point
just
is,
supposed to be like a lore thing.
are there any other things
Yeah.
that y'all would like to accomplish with this day, cooped up in a fancy suite?
I would like to file my tooth.
I love how you got closer just to say that.
I also thought you were going to say I would like to rage. Thought that was about to happen.
Go ahead and make a Smith Tools check for properly filing the tooth down.
All right. Why'd that roll with advantage? I don't
know, but a dirty 30 is a dirty 30.
Yeah, I was
A
gonna
dirty
say.
30 is a dirty 30.
You're just getting rid of a bad roll. You know?
Well, see, part of it is the the filing of it, and then you kind of you have this thought, especially because of how smart you are right now, that like you can just bite your teeth down and mold it, like by you just being strong jawed.
Yeah. Being strong jawed without being a strong jaw, yeah.
And you mash it down. It still has a little bit of that sting, no longer an open wound, but stuff pressing into your gums.
Yeah.
And you kind of work it into smashing down a little bit more and molding in a little more appropriately, and it gets pretty good. It lasts a little bit of filing to get the smush off of the molding.
Right.
And it looks damn and wow perfect. That's way better than that natural 3 that he rolled earlier.
Oof.
oh gosh.
So during this little bit of downtime, I'm gonna be unattuning from my nature's mantle and attuning to the cloak of protection. Get a little extra.
Hey,
Sitting at 19 now.
Luca will spend some of his time working on his bracers of defense project that he started so long ago.
right.
Oh,
One of
yeah.
these days.
The bracers of armor, yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a while since he's got back to it.
yeah, bracers of defense. How many sucky successes do we have on that one?
That's a good question. I think only like 2 or 3 so far.
All right. Let's. You're gonna have basically a whole day of downtime because y'all got here in the morning.
Yeah, I've got all my spells. So.
Yeah, all this happened before 10 a.m., baby.
Yeah, the only spells that I've thrown today were packed spells, so...
And you can rest for an hour and get those back, so you can kind of...
Which I already did.
I would say you can
Spell
keep
pool.
throwing those spells. So for that, if you want to be sustaining some sort of advantage for most of the day, which you will have the spell slots to do, go ahead and Land of Enchantment. 3 rolls.
Alrighty, how many spells am I burning and blah blah blah?
We're gonna yada yada through that. You
Okay, cool.
You are spoiler. You're gonna have a down day.
Am I allowed to have advantage on those because of enhanceability?
because of enhanceability. Yes, I'm just
Oh,
saying
we
you
have
have
a-
the spell slots to be able to sustain it for.
How big is this suite?
It has 4 rooms off of the middle room. Each room has a king size bed. Like a king size bed, nice shelves. Like this suite is meant to be lived in possibly for a time by important people and an entourage.
Gotcha.
I was expecting good, but I wasn't expecting that good.
Akira is going to approach Asher and say,
4 more successes on that.
and say to Asher, "Okay, stop whatever you're doing, and throw your best punch. I just want to see your best punch."
Ooh, me next.
I don't exactly have a good punch. Like, I'm not.
We're playing whack fuck.
Please don't
Wait a
ask
minute.
Nyack that. Please don't ask Nyack that.
Are we playing whack fuck?
So
I'd love a good round of whack fuck.
I can throw my. What since it's clearly just it'll be it'll be like unchallenged because they're just accepting it. Would I just get advantage on this, or would I just straight up roll?
I think just roll an unarmed strike and see if first you gotta hit my.
Because you're
AC.
not just rolling to hit, you're rolling to do damage. You're rolling to hit hard enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair enough.
You feel
21.
That is my AC exactly. Nice hit, nice punch. Roll your damage.
I
Well,
wasn't
I mean,
expecting to actually get hit.
That
I
should
didn't know
just
what
be
to
a
do.
number.
2! Yay!
Akira's like, okay.
Yeah, I don't roll damage. It's just straight up. It's just my 2.
Yeah, it's your strength modifier or some shit.
What Akira's gonna do is they're gonna take your arm and straighten it out, and say, next time, put your back foot into it, step into it. You have
me
a
next.
you have a good one. Now you just gotta go in. So step into it. You may not always be able to cast a spell.
Okay.
Do
well,
me,
I mean-
do me. Slayer like leans forward, pats his cheek.
Come on.
Gosh.
I can try. I can. There's no guarantee anything's gonna happen. Watch this nat 20 happen. Okay.
Yeah, right.
That's an 8.
Ah, there we go.
So, crack right on your jaw. And just go.
Or
That was not the stepping into it. Oh
Did
my
you-
god.
I tried.
did you slip?
I
barely. Huh.
I don't see, now
Now-
I was going to ask, and I was
You're
going
gonna have to
say
join me
next
in morning
was-
practice.
My wrist didn't used to make that sound before.
It's definitely got some kind of a clicking noise to it now.
You didn't
Clicking now.
you didn't step into the punch. I watched
I
you.
thought I did.
No.
I don't know. I think he might have stepped into it just a little too much.
All right, my turn.
From the other side of the from the other side of the room, Luca casts a healing word on Asher for his poor wrist. He's just going to hear mercy and draconic and zip. I don't know if he speaks draconic, but
Yeah. Well, no.
he says something in a language you don't know, and you are
Yeah,
going to
I
get healed.
just hear you go like, oh, and I'm like, ah, what? And then my wrist feels better, and I'm like, oh.
Right, so we're playing whack fuck, right? So my turn.
Sure. Here.
I'll tell you this: if you hit me once, I might die.
Probably not.
No, you wouldn't.
Not with his fist, anyway.
Well, you didn't hit me, Akira. If I'm gonna hit you, you have to hit me. So go ahead, you hit me first.
Okay, I'll take a swing. I've hit you before. I know what
And-
this.
Almost sparring I've ever seen.
And then I'll hit the both of you. And then whoever says ow out of the three of us has to take a drink. That's whack fuck.
RJH, you can confirm what just happened.
Oh my gosh. Nice.
That's spicy right there.
Because I feel it's necessary, actually. He's gonna have he's been punched by you before, so he's gonna have preemptively been ready to do a stone's endurance.
All right, so throw your unarmed damage.
That's gonna be 8 plus
Appropriately, I
6.
roll a fucking 1.
That's gonna be 8 plus 6 for 14.
Reduced to 9. That's still 9 damage. That's enough to kill a commoner.
Yeah.
For example. So
It's my Akira.
Sorry.
Doomerin, I think you might have said ouch.
I might have said ouch, yeah. I'll just be like, oh, fuck. All right, well, there's a drink for me.
And there's a ting ting on the ground.
Yeah, no, sitting on the couch.
Your fresh tooth jiggles across the floor.
Oh,
Oh shit!
I'll just put that in.
Still in perfect shape.
I'll just have to jam that back in. And he picks it up, jams it back up in there.
I'm so sorry.
Gives himself another little. It's fine. That was a good punch. That's how you should punch, Asher.
Sitting on the couch,
I
sitting on the couch, I begrudgingly pass a gold to Kaylee. Like I just lost a bet.
Aw.
Told you they hit like a fucking truck.
I see that now.
Listen, I can't punch, but I can listen. I can shoot you with firebolt, ray of frost. I got shocking grasp. I got a whole bunch of stuff that can light you up. Okay, so yeah, I'm just saying I may not be able to hit, but I can hit.
This is a 16 hit Akira.
No.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I
was
give you
dazed.
I give you the kind of like the real slow push off of your fist. Like, you can hit faster.
Sorry, I was a little dazed from that. Oh, technically that's actually. Am I still poisoned? Am I still drunk by this time?
Technically, no. It's been a little while.
Okay.
Didn't you lay on hands yourself at the end of all that?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't. No.
Okay.
I decided not to because Drake also got drunk. I wasn't expecting him to also get drunk.
That's right.
But
That's
then he
right.
did. So I was
That's
like, oh.
Okay, I remember that now.
After Slayer misses, I pass a second gold to Kaylee.
And then I'm gonna swing on Asher.
Told you they're swift as fuck.
You swing on Asher? Oh no!
24.
No!
That is only 8 points of damage.
Well,
There's no divine fury,
right?
and it's bludgeoning. Yeah.
Oh, is it bludgeoning? Okay, let's do it. Okay, bludgeoning damage.
That was still hilarious.
I keep forgetting there's like when I see force, I'm just like, oh, force. Yeah, that's like all forms of getting hit, and then I'm like, no, there's bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts. Like it doesn't actually fully affect me because I still have the temp HP, but I'm just like, ow, dude.
That's a drink for you. That's a drink for you. That's a drink for you as well. We both need to drink. Yep. And then I poured a shot of Jimothy for both of us.
All right, I get advantage on these motherfuckers.
Kaylee, what is he pouring there?
17.
It is.
That's the number I rolled, and yes.
It is literally the most vile thing you could put in your body. I think you should have some.
While
like
while the Jimothy is being poured, Akira is gonna like kind of trot gingerly towards Luca and kind of give Luca like the most gentlest kiss on the cheek. After all the violence that just occurred, they didn't see Akira be like super sweet.
And that's how you play whack fuck.
About an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours into.
Real quick. Luca's going to stand up from his work, walk over to Doomerin.
Oh.
All right, I want in on this.
Take your best shot.
Oh no.
All right. And we'll see. He'll just swing.
What did Asher get me into?
Does a dirty 20 hit?
It does, yeah. Because I wouldn't be using my shield, so my AC would be 19.
It is
Huh.
exactly 4 points of damage.
That tracks.
It
I'm out
doesn't
of
have, I
10
don't have
HP
anything
now.
to roll. I don't have anything to roll, but it's just 4.
I pass another gold to Kaylee.
You're saying you didn't pull your talons out?
I don't feel like that would be a cool thing to do.
No, that's fair.
They're not
No,
using
that's fair.
weapons.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to get on this with the rest of you.
For the record, I
Group
pass a
effort at
third
this
gold to
point.
Kaylee.
That means that Doomerin gets to
Yeah.
hit Luca back.
It does, yeah.
She takes it and she says, "Watch this."
Oh shit.
This is
That
21 hit
definitely
you.
hits.
Yeah, this is 8 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I thought you were faster than that, kid. And you see Kaylee passing a gold back.
Finally. Dang, I've never done this bad on bed.
Luca kind of laughs though because it doesn't eat through his temp hit points. So he's just
I was like, none of them hit 8 through
Nice,
my 10
nice.
hit points either, but like,
nice. Mm. And it's not about being that good. I'm not wearing any armor.
yeah, it's not
Yeah,
hard. to
usually you
hit
can take a
hard.
punch though.
I did take a punch.
That's
Taken
fair.
a lot of them.
That's fair. And you'll notice.
Luca
Yeah.
could take a punch back at level 1,
Nope.
but his AC is still the same as it was then.
Oh, how unfortunate.
That's why he's working on the braces of armor.
Oh,
Val, I'm so sorry.
goes to yeah, no, I knew I was gonna connect. It's like he goes to swing and just like completely whiffs it, just mumbles to himself. And this is why you cast spells and you shapeshift. Bang! And then just in the middle of the contemplation to himself, just pop! Oh. 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 God.
No gold is exchanged on Valineth. Neither of us wanted to touch
Nope,
that one because
nope.
we both knew what was happening there.
Hey, Naya, you went in on this?
Oh, why ain't you funny? No, I don't. No, I
You don't want to
don't.
play whack fuck?
Damn,
This may
damn,
be
damn.
this. If just a word of warning. This
You
may
don't
be
all have to choose me as your partner for Whackfoot, by the way. You can choose each other.
But it's more entertaining to go up against the big thing in the room.
This, Kaylee, this is about to break me, ain't it? I got hollow bones.
She nods and goes towards the front door, and as she opens it, it seems she was notified that there was somebody at the door, and you see a couple of employees bringing in what looks like an entire roasted pig with a
Nice.
bunch
Oh, for me?
with a bunch.
Yeah, Akira,
Take that inspiration. That was perfect.
Yeah, and because Akira is definitely agreeing with Doomerin, like, okay, that's his stuff. Now it's for the rest of us.
It's a pretty big pig.
No, for sure.
It's a boar. But it has like a dozen fairly substantial potatoes set around it in a very presentatory way, with vegetables in between each of these potatoes, and it gets brought to the kind of like communal food table here in the living space. And taking 2 of the gold that she had just earned, she tips both of the employees and says, "Thanks a bunch." And like I said, feed us like kings.
I do fall flat on my back after getting punched by Slayer. I absolutely,
Do you say ow?
just out of sheer no. Like I just like take it.
I'll take a con save for that.
Very well.
Yeah, that's
We'll do
that
we'll
takes
do
that's
half of
quite
the We'll do half of it to hit. The DC will be 12.
Yeah, that's quite the thing to just kind of absorb. I've been hit by the Slayer before. That shit hurts.
13.
Because to point out, Akira's crit. Apparently, Akira rolls dice for their, because they're a monk, for their hits. Right. That's just flat 8 damage.
Mhm.
Right, for me. That's 1 plus my strength modifier.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That can
There's
kill a
13.
commoner.
Yes, indeed.
It's true.
So yes, they grit their beak and don't vocalize an ow.
Good. Proud of them.
Way to hold on.
Yeah.
And
Akira is very
is-
impressed.
This is why I don't throw punches. And above table, if I actually were to connect, it would do 0 damage.
I love that. I love that. I fucking love that.
Akira is gonna come help you up and say, "Oh, you that looked like how are you?"
Are you okay?
Guys come in carrying food. I just cold cock an owl, dude.
Knocks him halfway across the room. Ooh.
Oh,
we are the
food.
talk.
Excellent.
We are the talk of the kitchen.
He was getting angry, or should I say, hangry.
Kaylee pulls out a blade that is not Mythcarver, and just starts tearing off a few chunks, cutting open a potato and just kind of like loading it up.
As one does.
When Akira helped me up, just
Yeah,
coughs up
okay.
a little owl pellet. Just I'm fine, thank you.
Where are we again while this is happening? Like we're just in a bar, right?
We're in the
We're in a-
penthouse.
No, you're in a hotel suite, burrowed into the side of the rock. You are
We're in the
within,
slab house.
Yeah, you're within the slab house. You're within a stone hotel room.
Okay. I had to reassess there because I was the whole time I was picturing we were like in a public area. People are just watching us just punch each other in the face.
No,
Oh no, exactly the opposite. Y'all are hiding out in a hotel suite that is currently protected by a private sanctum.
Which
So
is
does that
why
mean
it was.
there are people in nearby hotel suites that are hearing just the
No,
sound
oh
of
no, it's no, there's a private sanctum up. They're hearing
Okay.
the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's why it was all the more comical when the staff came in.
They
And,
don't
like,
hear
dropped off.
anything. He just
Yeah,
gets yeeted
yeah,
across the room.
Hearing nothing and then suddenly hearing, ah!
Smack!
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, yes, those stories are already being told in the kitchen by the time your plates are loaded.
But yeah, I will definitely
Guys,
help.
I think the murderers from the slab are up at our hotel. Like just like.
I will definitely help Nyack up, and just make sure that they're steady on their feet again.
I do
And-
want it also to note that Nyack is light enough that if you were to punch him, he probably would fly half across the room. Slayer, he's only like 120 pounds because he's a bird. So.
Yeah, Slayer weighs like 7
wow.
times that.
He weighs a lot.
He's like 710 pounds of muscle.
Jesus. Just a little bit of
Yeah, a little bit. But I guess Slayer will just like, I don't know, rip off a pork leg, start munching on it.
Let's get the same thing.
Pork leg, like an oversized turkey leg situation, kind of.
Yeah.
A poor conch.
Yeah, pork haunch. That's what it is.
They call it a ham hock.
A ham hock.
Just
Pull
a
off
whole
a
ass,
whole ham hock.
just a whole ass ham hock.
Turns out it's axe beak. It's just like, oh.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna, Akira will have whatever pork can be cut with
Oh,
the
there's
bacon
plenty.
regions.
there's plenty of salted pork in the bacon regions,
It's a salted pork.
and
I'll carve off some bacon, and I'll fix Luca a plate as well.
Any other day-long projects people want to do?
I mean, since we're spending it in the hotel, no. If we were in the
Yeah.
town, yes, but in the hotel, no.
I mean, Akira will probably do some meditations and some katas and stretches and stuff, and hang out with Luca and talk with just kind of general talk with everybody.
Yeah. While we're eating, Nyack will ask, so what do you all do?
Oh,
What do you
just
mean?
Mostly hit each other. That's what I've so far.
Yeah, that
or
does
hit
seem to
on
be
each other.
a common thing.
Asher.
At the rate Asher's going, it's pretty soon going to be everyone hits Asher.
Yeah, that tends to be the case when I'm around any kind of group of people for too long.
You just have a very punchable face, my friend.
I do.
And I mean that.
Pretend that.
And he's going to put his hand kind of up the Asher's cheek, just like, and I mean that in the kindest way possible.
Yeah, appreciate that. I think.
But seriously, y'all adventurers, crafters,
Yes.
merchants.
No.
We're
Yes. No.
well, we're family now, and Asher is, I guess, the weird cousin we just found out we had. And
Okay.
I'm in the room.
So
I can hear you.
oh yes,
Valid.
I'm aware. And Valinith's like our weird uncle.
More like a grandpa, actually.
So polycule situation,
old
I
enough.
see. Okay.
I don't know what we are. We're something. We help out when we can. We save our friends. We try to right wrongs along the way.
And
Call
we
us-
make money.
And we make a little money. Normally we're just passing through.
That's what we try to do.
Well, it was good to be greeted by such an amazing group of smiling faces.
Luca
Haley-
does not react, but he hears that for sure.
Like, and then meanwhile, Asher's like,
Kaylee's eyes perk up noticeably.
Slayer, he looks to Luca and Kaylee, and then looks to Nyack, and then looks back, and is like, dude, with a look of do y'all know each other already?
like you say the smiling faces line, and then Asher's just kind of like, yeah, there's a lot of nice people out here, and and can feel the tension, but has no idea what it means. Like,
A lot of nice people out here.
Luca kind of passes a look to Kaylee, but otherwise doesn't openly react.
And she's looking at Nyack with a little bit of curious face.
I look
And
at him, he looks
he
at
look-
her,
He
she
looks at
looks at him.
He looks at her.
he looks at me. Wait, what? What?
And
I
Kaylee,
I couldn't help it, I'm sorry.
Kaylee with an eyebrow raise kind of does a quick message cantrip and holding her hand to her lips. Curious phrase that. Do I know you?
Oh no, we've never had the pleasure of making acquaintance, unfortunately.
Akira's eyes are going to pop open from their meditation and say, another one from a clandestine organization.
Or are you friends?
And then she'll out loud say, "Where you hail from, friend?"
I was born and raised in Rexentrum. I spend a lot of my time over in the Empire, but I travel outside every once in a while.
That's a Rexingtrum accent?
No, it's my accent.
I'm just saying, I wondered where you're from, but I didn't feel like that's where it was.
Lots of places out south.
Nice
know
Doctor
what
Who
you're
reference.
quoting. I know exactly what you're quoting there.
Nice.
Every place has a north.
Lots of places have.
I'm just saying. Eccleston's my doctor. It always has been. Always will be.
Like you're from the
Really?
north.
That's weird.
If you're from space, then why do you sound like you're from the north?
Lots of places have a north.
I love it.
Anyways, so
Sorry. One of the iconic
So-
lines.
so you the hell from Rextrum, do you have Downey friends up there that anybody would know?
Oh no, it's big town. You know, I tend to travel more than I can try to make friends. I make do with what I can.
Hmm.
And she puts down her fork and kind of stabbing it into the potato and sets her plate down. I guess what I'm saying is that's a particularly curious turn of phrase. That are you friendly or should we be worried?
I'm as friendly can be, man.
Roll that. Yeah, roll that die.
If I was watching this movie, I would instantly not trust you.
Yep.
Are you wanting that specific charisma die? Is that what I'm assuming?
You can just roll the d20 and I know modifiers.
Especially with that southern twang. Well, I assure you, madam, you have never seen me before. Don't trust it. But that's Sean, not Akira. Akira's just watching the situation unfold.
Can you see that, Jeremy?
I can.
Oof.
Is there anything you can do about that?
Yes.
Let me see. I'm still new to this character.
Yeah, just double checking. I want to give you a chance.
It's a turn of phrase. I don't expect it to try to kill me like outright.
No.
I mean, she
No.
may.
I mean, you don't expect
we
it,
don't-
but you never know.
We don't typically resort to violence immediately.
Not
Says
immediately.
the group of individuals that was just punching each other in the face.
That was for fun.
Resort to violence, not engage in violence.
That was for fun, not for realsies.
This one's for fighting. This one's for fun.
I have nothing to fix that. So it is
Okay,
what it is.
Just double check. And she like looks you over and smiles.
She doesn't believe a damn thing I said.
And she kind of switches like she's just sitting there and then just kind of like crosses a leg and picks her plate back up. And you notice especially that she starts keeping an eye on you, basically, like whereas you were just here previously. She definitely like takes a bite, looks, and is looking at you. Takes another bite, looks at
See,
you. And...
sometimes it's fun to just like play with the tension in the room. So Nyack noticing that was you like what you see, ma'am.
I think you do.
Well, I guess you guys don't know what I do. I know you guys tend to travel a little bit. To be outright and to be forward with you, I am a broker of information. I trade information because information is, in fact, the most valuable currency in this world. And I was hoping maybe I could gather information alongside the lot of you for a little while.
Not sure how comfortable I feel about an information broker gathering information about us.
Oh no,
Luca doesn't look
Not
up
what
from
I
what he's
meant.
working on.
not what I meant. I meant gather information about those you all interact with, not you in particular.
Yes, but just by being around us, you'll end up learning things and getting information.
Precisely.
I'm not certain. Like I'm with Luca on this one. Seems a little. I don't know.
We've been in some treacherous situations. Situations that make us less likely to want to welcome new faces.
Especially one that deals primarily in dealing information. Coin.
If you recall, literally our last new acquaintance just got himself gunned down in a public place.
That I do recall.
I would hope so.
Before asking for information. Just saying.
That is fair.
So perhaps you
And you're not the first person to spy on us. So,
Oh, I would never do such a thing as spy on the lot of you.
perhaps you might need to appease us with a bit more information.
Of course. What would you like to know?
Well, who do you work for? What sort of morals do you have? Am I going to need to smash your brains in the future?
Who do I work for? We'll start with the first one, friend. I work for myself and for myself alone. I am looking for making sure I make it to the end of the day. And that's my morals too. I'm making sure I make it to the end of the day. And I'm making sure those I care about make it to the end of the day. It's a daily process that we go through. As to whether you need to smash my head in, I'm pretty sure my biased opinion on the matter is that you don't. But yeah.
Well, good enough for me until he betrays us.
I just didn't like how he put the extra emphasis on how, at the end of the day, he makes sure he himself makes it through the end of the day.
He did also mention the people who cares about.
Yes, but he mentioned himself twice first. I don't know. Just has me on edge.
and he has no reason to instantly care about us at this juncture.
Neither do we about him either. So I mean, you know, right now we're just traveling companions, if anything.
Would you like a token, a display of trust of sorts?
Nah, it'll come out.
Give him your tooth.
What?
I'm just gonna open my mouth. Asher, what to?
Okay, fine, not a tooth. Give him a talon. I don't know.
Give him a finger then, Asher.
How about we not exchange any extremities or teeth?
No. Let him cook.
How about this?
I'm on board with this. Let's see how this plays out.
How about this?
Context.
Let him cook.
And he's going to draw just a small regular dagger and set it in front of him. I'm a bard of the blade. A swords bard, you could say. And I'm sure as your friend can attest to, swords bards, their blades are an extension of them. I give unto you to hold on until such time you feel you can trust me, to hold on to one of the extensions of my magic and myself.
Luca visibly reacts to that. Just, oh.
Akira is going to look at Luke and like, do you want his magic extension?
That raised.
Raising.
I'll take it for sure. And Kaylee hops up and picks it up and flips it back and forth for a second. That puts you a little more trustworthy in my book. She flips it around.
I'm glad we could find an amenable partnership here.
And as she goes back, Luca, check your DMs on Discord.
I did.
Subtly.
I did.
Well, I guess you're hanging out with us for a while.
Welcome to the crew. Don't get killed. Don't get gunned down in a store.
Do you have anyone that wants to gun you down?
Anyone who may chagrin my existence doesn't have to worry about gunning anyone down anymore.
Okay. So, follow-up question.
That sounded unnecessarily obtuse.
Follow-up question. Of those who may have wanted to gun you down that you no longer need to worry about anymore, do they have people who want to gun you down that you should worry about?
Oh, of course not. I'm as clean of a slate as can be. As clean as the granite right outside.
Oh, don't use rock metaphors. That got the last guy killed.
Akira is.
You're not wrong.
Akira is going to shake their head. And he's more vague than my sensei.
That's saying something. Well, I'll sleep a little better with your dagger under my pillow. I actually, Oh, okay, that's Sean.
Sorry.
You're right. But if that's all we have to do, I'm gonna do some writing and maybe send a few messages, find out what the devil's going on, and we can reconvene in the morning. Yeah?
Sounds great.
May as well.
Pleasure meeting you, Madam Shorthall. And thank you for boarding me for the evening.
Indeed. My pleasure. And she kind of holds the dagger up for a second and she starts flipping it again back and forth in her hand. And
I will note it is an onyx and ivory dagger.
Mm-hmm. And she goes in and shuts the door. Unless there's anything else, we can progress on to the next day with our next episode.
As Kaylee's exiting and closing the door, she just hears behind her just Asher say like, "Oh, hey, does anybody know like where we can get a rat? Because if you feed Nyack here a rat, he'll just like spit the bones and stuff out. It's it's kind of a cool trick. It comes out in a weird pellet."
We saw him spit the pellet out when Slayer hit him.
Yeah, he did cough up a pellet when he got punched.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did. He already did one. I forgot. Yeah, so you've seen it. It's cool, right?
Yeah, sure.
Asher, why do I keep hiring you, Asher?
So by the way, you had 3 fog clouds earlier. One of them came out of Asher.
I knew he was full of hot air.
Forgot to throw that earlier. Y'all extra got away. But
Very sulfur-like.
But with that, unless there are any other things of import for this day, I think we might
The party
be
is whole once again.
the party has a hole.
Wait a minute.
What? It's the end of the episode. Hi, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. As always, Shadow Walker again, salute and thank you. Well, I'll get you in the end card at least by the time this episode goes on YouTube. Probably on tomorrow's episode that's airing on YouTube. Look up Once Upon a D20 on there. Or it's on a link here on Twitch somewhere. I promise. I did it. I think.
Yeah, like there's a couple things down there. There's like the Patreon down there. There's the Twitch one.
Yeah,
down
the
there.
Patreon, Twitch. Subscribe if you want to, y'all. Like if it's free for you, especially you could just throw it out there. Throw us a bone. We appreciate it. We like munching on bones, or at least one of us does.
Hard to say somebody.
Hey now.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on.
Listen, you chose to be an owl in the party. All the bird jokes are going to you.
I'm fully
I
aware
made one
since we lost our
immediately.
blackbird. I'm fully aware. I am the avian kicking back.
Until she gets back. We miss you.
We miss you, we love you.
Kathleen.
Until next time, as always, please remember that kindness is free, and to please keep going.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notification, check out the TikTok, check out the Patreon, check out the YouTube, check out all the places. Thank you.
We love y'all.
Sanderson, sponsor us.
Yes, please.
Sanderson, sponsor us always.
Sanderson.
It's part of the end roll now.
Right?
Oh my God.
Until it actually happens.
Are you loving it?
I am loving it.
All right. Until next time, everybody.
See you on my birthday.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh! Hey, see,
Everyone knows the lily of the valley, a sunburst of a tolly, her roses sharp thorns. But the prettiest, sweetest of the flowers only grows on the farther shore. Sweet-top cherries and blackberries on the bush, bursting with nectar when the peel has been shorn. But the sweetest and most bountiful of orchards only grows on the farther shore. Till it go to the farther shore, that paradise to rest when your old heart can beat no more. We all go to the farther shore. We all go to the farther shore. Wild temptations haunt this earthly coil. Some may resist them, though others can't ignore. But the promises of pure imagination take us all to the farther shore. It must be everything that everyone was promised. It must be all that we could ever want and more. It must be better than the love we leave behind us. They only know on the farther shore. Till we go to the farther shore. For this paradise to rest when this old heart can beat no more. We all go
to the farther shore. We all go to the farther shore. I want to hear everybody. Come on. Till I go to the farther shore. Till I go paradise to rest when this old heart can be no more. We all go to the farther shore. We all go to the farther shore. Till I go to the farther shore. Let paradise to rest when this old heart can be no more. We all go to the farther shore. We all go to the farther shore. Let me hear your voices. We all go to the farther shore. Sing it out. We all go to the farther shore. Thank you very much, everyone. In memory of a friend.